All right. Looks like we are live, locked in, ready to go. What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Today we got a great show for you guys. It is Nintendo Direct Eve. Well, Partner Showcase Eve. So we're going to be talking about all the games, your predictions that we could see at this upcoming Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. Also, we're going to be breaking down what a partner showcase is for the new people and the potential, not third-party games, but Nintendo sees them kind of as partner games. Sometimes there's first-party IPs in there, so we're going to talk about that as well. So that's the Justin with the $3.
My out of left field prediction is Baldur's Gate 3, and the game I want to be announced is Digimon, even if it's 2026.
So Digimon is possible. There was a listing that said that Digimon is coming. So Digimon is definitely possible. I would be shocked if Digimon doesn't end up on Nintendo Switch 2. It'd just be a bad move for the game itself. The game probably wouldn't do well, in my opinion, like long term if there's no Switch 2 version. Look at how Monster Hunter is kind of falling off as well because there's no Switch 2 version. Also, Cyber Toast with $10. Ciao, ciao.
This is going to be a partner showcase. Seriously, people need to give this a chance, lol.
People do need to give it a chance. I think the problem is that people are still equating it to Nintendo Switch 1 and not equating it to Nintendo Switch 2, where with Nintendo Switch 1, obviously, there was limits on what third parties could do, and it actually took around till 2022. I think there was pretty much only one really good partner showcase, and that was in mid-2022, where we got Persona and Nier Automata and like a bunch of other games. So I think that's the problem, but the Switch 1 is different, right? Switch 2, before the Switch 2 even launched, we already had announcements of 007, we had announcements of Madden was coming, we had announcements, obviously, NBA 2K, we clearly got WWE, like a good version of WWE that works at 60 FPS. Like, the difference is that the Switch 2's power and the Switch 2's updated specs are going to be able to get better third-party support from the jump. So that's why you're seeing, stuff like I said, Final Fantasy VII Remake. You're seeing a lot of stuff that it took years for Switch 1 to even get stuff like this. And when it did, it necessarily wasn't in terms of like the best quality compared to like Xbox and PlayStation. So I think that's the biggest difference that people just aren't equating to. Their minds aren't quite equating that to. Because if you look at the Nintendo Direct, even the third-party games shown at the Nintendo Switch 2 presentation, even those were pretty much better than every single Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase that we had on the Switch 1. Like, if you just go over just like Bravely Default, Hitman, all the stuff that came out, Street Fighter 6, all that stuff, 007, all that stuff was announced. It was much better than pretty much every single Partner Showcase, with the exception of maybe the 2022 Partner Showcase. So I think, yeah, that's the problem. People are equating it to the Switch 1 instead of looking at it like, oh, wait, hold up. It can handle games like Borderlands 4. It can handle games, like 007 First Light. It can handle stuff like Final Fantasy VII Remake, things like that. So I think that's the biggest problem that people aren't really understanding. Cyber Taurus, thank you so much for the big $10 dono. You are now the Hokage and Stream Ninja. Yo, let's get a full stream today, guys, man. I am excited to go over your predictions, too. I want to hear what you guys have to say as well when it comes to this Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. I think it's going to be a great show, and it's going to be really early. Grand Theft Auto Shocker. Oh, man. What's up, Baron? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? What's up, Orlando Velez? Is Partner Direct doesn't count. There you go. It does not count. I saw people try to say that online. It counts. Let's see here. But King Tree Freak, what's up, man? Welcome. Donald, what's good? Cyber Taurus is here as well. Justin with another $3 dono coming in. 16 on the board already.
It is also possible to get NSO games. 2 more can happen than some people think.
Yeah, it's possible to get third-party NSO games, that's for sure. Definitely possible to get the third-party NSO games. Combo breaks, and actually the first overclock. We got 16 on the combo board. Let's go. So first, Noah.
Overclock Buster!
15-minute extension, yes sir. Let's go. Thank you so much for that support, Justin and Justin and Cyber Taurus. Also, Mew2215. Yo, thank you, Mew2215, with the gifted membership. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Let's get some more combos on the board for that. 18. Next up, 30-minute extension, boys and girls. at 30 combos. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate that. Think we can see Ninja Gaiden 4 tomorrow? Ninja Gaiden 4 is possible, yeah, from Microsoft it's possible, but I'm not gonna say that it is, but I'm gonna say that it's possible for sure. I don't think we get Halo Master. Okay, my water bottle just fell. I don't know why my water bottle just fell out of nowhere. All right. I was just like, what the heck? Yeah, I don't know if we get Halo Master Chief Collection tomorrow, but it's definitely possible. Nightshade with the 63 months, Justin.
Beautiful Joe NSO or remastered.
I don't know about Beautiful Joe tomorrow, but that would be nice. I'd be for it. I'd endorse it. I would definitely endorse it for sure. Shout out to Justin with another $3, $1 away from the Hokage board. Back at it again. Chad Qualo, thank you for another $3 dono though. But yes, Beautiful Joe would be great, man. I'd be down for that. What's up, Hmon? Welcome to the stream. Bruno Mandel, Super Joe, Mr. Super, don't sleep on the partner. Yeah, don't sleep on the partner direct, man. OJ, this is where Nintendo would announce exclusive made by third parties, or would they likely save it for major directs? I mean, it's an either or, Chad. I mean, they could announce some, but those are probably safe for like an Astral Chain, right, or something like that. Those are probably safe for like big Nintendo directs, but I mean, it's definitely possible that Nintendo's shift in how they announce, like, let's just say like a third-party exclusive like the Dusk Bloods, right? Nintendo could say, hey, look, we want to do these at these partner showcases now at this point because we're going to have way better, like, we're going to be way more impressive, right? So, I mean, it's definitely possible that we see that, but I wouldn't suspect it. Like, if we're getting like a big third-party exclusive like the Dusk Bloods or like Astral Chain, that's probably going to be at big Nintendo directs, but you never know. Like, this could really turn a new leaf when it comes to the partner showcases. What's up, Vadsent? Welcome. What's up, Lord Racer? People are still saying that they want Silk Songs. We know Silk Song's coming. We know it's coming. It's going to be playable at Nintendo or at Microsoft's event. Like, we can move on from Silk Song begging, right? Like, I thought we were past that. They've already shown the game a bit more. They said it's going to be playable at Microsoft Gamescom or whatever the hell Microsoft is doing. Are we still begging for Silk Song? Are we still doing Silk Song begging? It's crazy. I don't know. We still doing that, man. Let's see here, bro. You had me cracking up last night. Nate's on the edge of his seat. Man's reputation is salvaged. But I knew that I knew it was going to be good, guys. I already knew that the Nintendo Direct was happening. Now, I didn't know what type it was going to be, but I already knew Nate was right when it came down to it. That's why I said, everybody that said, oh, well, Nate's, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm like, nah, it's going to happen. It's probably going to happen. So, because Nate wouldn't say it unless he felt it was going to happen. Even if it was last second, even if it goes down to the wire, So, yeah. Shout outs to Nightshade. What's good? Could it be possible Sonic Adventure 2 on the GameCube NSO? I don't think so, but we'll see. Cyber Taurus with the Ninja Peach.
My just for fun out of left field pick to show up. GTA 5.
GTA 5, not 6. I mean, that would still be a pretty big announcement. And I think it would give more fuel to the fire, that GTA 6 is going to come to the Switch too. So yeah, that's definitely something that would be interesting for sure. Justin with another $3 dono as well.
I don't want to mention it because people get annoying on both sides with this game, but Sparking Zero will probably get announced.
I think Sparking Zero definitely is going to get announced. And there's nothing wrong with talking about Sparking Zero. There's nothing wrong with talking about that. When we talk about it here and we have a little bit of fun, it's just trolling Dark Synchron and Party Man. That's really all it is. It's not you, Justin, because you... it's actually just trolling Dark Synchron and Party. If you want me to be accurate on why we do that here, it's literally just trolling to be honest, it's Dark Synchron. Like, that's the guy that we troll with that game. It's nobody else but him. Because he turned into Vegeta for like 2 to 3 weeks prior to the game coming out, So it's really just trolling him. It's not trolling anybody that likes the game or anybody that feels the game is good or bad or anything. It's just trolling, particularly those two people, Party Man and Dark Synchron. Wait, why not just me and Dank? No, I didn't see Dank go as hard. I saw you, and I saw Dark Synchron go the hardest, Y'all were acting like y'all gonna turn into freaking Mango and Armada. You guys are gonna be the Mango and Armada of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. the gods of Sparking Zero. I thought y'all were gonna have, you know, a documentary made out of you guys with you guys' legendary major tournaments and in Sparking Zero. You know, that's what I thought, man. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Shout outs to Justin. Shout outs to Cyber Taurus. Thank you for the 5. Pretty close battle between Justin and Cyber Taurus there for the Hokage board. Big love. Cyber Taurus with the 15. 29. One combo away from the 30 extension. Let's go. I said me and Dark not Dank. Oh, okay. Got you. Okay, you said, oh, yeah, you said Dark. Why? Just because, like I said, you two were vying to be the 2 GOATs of all time in that game, bro. Y'all were vying.
Sup, OJ.
Sup?
And funny how Fratanga recent video now says, new MK World update proves MK World is a half-baked $80 game.
Grift.
Well,
Yeah.
so MK World is half-baked, but Cyberpunk 2077 back in 2020 wasn't? Maybe since he defended Cyberpunk back then.
Yeah, it's a grift. I don't know why you're even watching or paying attention. That's all he's doing. He's looking to grift off of it. You know, that's all he's doing. So if it wasn't the update, he was gonna grift off the graphics. So if I were you, I'd stop paying attention to him. He's clearly a grifter. He doesn't care about the game. He's just looking to make money off of it because he sees that other people are talking about it and he can make money. So if I were you, I'd stop paying attention and watching his videos. If I were you. He does not care. He doesn't care if the game is really good or not. You know, like, he doesn't care about it. He's just looking to make money off of complaining and whining about a system that he doesn't like or doesn't play. That's all. It's literally just a job, clocking in for a job for him. That's it. It ain't anything more or less. So stop bringing him up, man. Let's see here. My brother, now do you think with being a Nintendo third-party showcase, thank you for the $3 though, Minato. I appreciate that. Third-party showcase will still see some additions to NSO like Smash Bros. 64. I mean, yeah, that stuff can be announced randomly at any time. Easy CR. So yeah, really curious how it's going on Ragebound. Switch 1 struggles to run over 30 FPS. I'm not sure what they're doing, but I'm guessing the game wasn't built for the Switch in general, and it was a pretty shoddy port. So yeah, you better play it on the Switch too. Yeah, I haven't watched the videos in a long time. Just saw a notification. I don't even know why you're getting notifications. He's just at this point, it's a pretty funny grift. Let's see here. The whole Xbox and PlayStation slate getting announced tomorrow. Yeah, that's not happening. What's up? What's up, Nick93? Gosh, I hate when they change it to the @ notifications. You guys' names are all jacked up. Let's see here. Imagine Horizon games or getting Gravity Rush be shown tomorrow. I don't think we're gonna get Gravity Rush, or I don't think we're gonna get Horizon. I don't think Horizon's coming. You know, but I do think that Gravity Rush is a game that could come. HY, gosh, I hate the @ names. I'm predicting Xbox game at, if I mess up your name, I'm sorry, guys. Xbox game like Forza 5 will be shown tomorrow. It's not the Master Chief Collection, maybe Flight Sim. Yeah, there was rumors about Flight Sim, so maybe. What's up, Shaw X? Welcome. You think the rumored Dragon Quest 7 remake will be... I don't think that rumored Dragon Quest 7 remake will be announced because Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake aren't out yet. So I think they're going to get that game out, and then probably next year we might start seeing some, you know, their next remakes, their next plans. Square Enix is slowing things down and focusing on the games that need to come out and have a good launch, you know. I don't think they're going to be overloading it, overstacking their release list. So, yeah. Do you think we'll see Xenoblade? Xenoblade is not a partner third-party game, Dark One. So I don't know why you're asking about Xenoblade at a partner showcase. It's third-party games. Now, once again, the only way that we could see Xenoblade is that if Koei Tecmo or if some other company outside of Nintendo is making a Xenoblade game. That'd be the only way, and I don't think so. I don't think so this time. So we could see the only first-party games that we have a chance at seeing are stuff like Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. We could see that. There is an off chance for something like Kirby Air Riders, because that's Masahiro Sakurai, his team, Sora, with whoever he has working on the game. They haven't revealed who's the other companies working. But, I mean, there is a chance for Kirby Air Riders. There's a chance for Hyrule Warriors, sorry, did I say Age of Calamity? I meant Age of Imprisonment. Age of Imprisonment, there's a chance for that. But Xenoblade is a first-party game. So don't expect Xenoblade. Don't expect, you know, even like Fire Emblem. Don't expect Fire Emblem, even though Intelligent Systems is not owned by Nintendo. Like, don't expect that, right? Don't expect those type of games. Do you think we'll see Dragon Quest 12? No, I don't think we'll see Dragon Quest 12. Once again, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 is still coming. I mean, there's a slight chance, but probably not. I think we see Dragon Quest 12 at a later Nintendo Direct, maybe in the fall, or maybe probably next year, closer to the launch of the game. Yeah. What time is the showcase? The showcase is at 6 a.m. PT, 9 a.m. ET. So yeah, watch my video too. I actually go over it on there as well. So Crash Zero, if you're confused or if you need to see the times, it's on my video as well that I did today. What's up, Chase? It says Square Enix games, please. I mean, there's definitely going to be at least one Square Enix game. I think Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade gets a release date for tomorrow as well. What's up, Gaming Manor? Do you think that the upcoming MK game will be full on disc or a few gigabytes on disc you have to download? We haven't had any of those yet on the Switch 2, so I'm gonna say no. All we've had is either it's on the cartridge or it's a game key card. There hasn't been either or. So you're talking about Mortal Kombat? I mean, I'm not sure. You said MK, so I'm not sure what game you're talking about. You're talking about Mortal Kombat. Which Mortal Kombat are you talking about? Mortal Kombat 1 or what upcoming Mortal Kombat? I don't know what Mortal Kombat game you're talking about. So Mortal Kombat 1 is already out on Switch 1. So I think that's on a full cartridge. So, I mean, I'm not sure what you're talking about, to be honest. I think Halo Master Chief Collection is shown tomorrow. It would be a surprise at the end. Xbox would probably want that Halo's first appearance on Nintendo console. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible for sure. I'm not going to sit there and say that'll happen, but it'll be hype if it does. Cybertoast with the $2 dono.
Chrono Trigger cough. I really am going to manifest that thing into existence. On that note, how about some Chrono Trigger music, please?
Absolutely. You know, I predicted Chrono Trigger. I said, listen, I'm not 100%, but I mean, like, if it happens, you know, I'll say that I called it. If it happens, I'll say that I called it, you know? So yeah, that would be great. Chrono Trigger would be really, really, really good. We need a new we need Chrono Trigger on the Nintendo Switch 2. We didn't get it on Switch 1, so we need it on Switch 2. Big love to Cyber Taurus. Combo breaks, 37 on the board. So we are going up, man. We are close to that 45-minute extension. Cyber Taurus extends his Hokage lead to $20. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Great news. That cool guy almost got in the city. Oh, nice. Hey, there you go. That's it. Cool guy in the That's it doing big things. Do you think Xbox Studios got dev kits early? I think they got them probably the same time or as early as any other developer. Hey, what's up? Hey1426 with the $5 dono and says Zenless Zone Zero on Switch 2. Oh, okay, yeah. Kind of tease at the end of the character trailer. They did a similar tease with Xbox a while back. Oh, yeah. I forgot about Zen, like those MiHoYo games and all, like Zenless Zone Zero and Genshin Impact. I totally forgot about all of those games. Yeah, those are definitely a possibility. Maybe they finally make good on Genshin Impact. Finally, Genshin Impact comes over to the Nintendo platform. It was 2020, 5 years ago. Big love, 42 on the combo break board. Let's go. 3 combos away from a 45-minute extension. You guys are on one once again. Let's go. Also, David V with the 17 months Elite Ninja membership. Thank you so much, Joan in tier. Let's go. Hey, what's up, Chrono Rig? Yeah, the HoYoverse games, that'd be great, you know? Epic Globster, what's good? Epic Globster, shoutouts. The upcoming Mortal Kombat collection. Oh, the upcoming Mortal Kombat collection. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you know, I don't know what they're gonna do, but Switch 2 has no download, some on the cartridge, then download. It doesn't have that because there's really only 2 sizes available. I think like a 4 gigabyte or like a 8 gigabyte and like a 64 gigabyte. So I doubt they do like a partial thing because, like I said, nothing's partial right now, so I can't predict that they will. You know, that was a Switch 1 thing where they did partial cartridges, but we have not seen a single one on Switch 2. Doesn't mean it can't happen. I mean, it can definitely happen, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Let's see here. Switch 2 upgrade on Monster Hunter Rise would be nice, but Capcom is dirty. Hey, I think that that might happen, man. After these soft sales for Monster Hunter on PS5 and Xbox Series and PC, I think that they might be looking to try to turn a quick buck off Monster Hunter, you know? Justin with the $3 dono.
I think Justin? There will be another Mega Man collection, maybe Legends with Tron Bonne or Star Force.
Ooh, that would win the Direct right there. Shoutouts to the 45-minute extension. Hey, yo! No in the house.
Overclock Buster!
Remember, guys, if you drop a dono, make sure you put your music request in the message, or if you already dropped the dono, if you want something, you didn't ask for something, let me know in the chat. One of my mods will pick it up. We'll definitely get you going. Thank you, Justin, with another $3 dono. I appreciate that, my man. Thank you so much. Lucas Barron, what's up? Love from Journey. What's up, Lucas Barron? Shout out. Sorry, I hit my mic. Elden Ring, yeah, Elden Ring definitely needs a release date. So yeah, I can see Elden Ring. MiHoYo games could probably be on Switch and Switch 2. Probably not Switch 1. If it was on Switch 1, then it would have already been released, right? What's up, Rajiv? Welcome to the stream, brother. Ronan, we are getting the surprise release for certain tomorrow. A surprise, yeah, I definitely think there's going to be a surprise release for sure, like a shadow drop or something like that. Meditate. Oh, okay, it's all good, man. Definitely get it done. So yeah. All right. Any other predictions you guys have? Do you think that we get Persona 5 X on Switch? Well, Persona 5 X, that's a good question. Persona 5 X, they haven't announced it on any platforms. It is definitely a mobile game. I played it. It's actually a really good game. And I played it. Hashtag sponsored. But yeah, they haven't announced it for any platform, so I don't know, because it's a PC / mobile game. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see if they announce something soon, but I don't know if it's gonna be at a Nintendo Direct. But we'll see. I was wondering about PlayStation 5 version. Yeah, I have no idea about the PlayStation 5 version of the game, Gaming Mariners, so I don't know about the PS5 version at all. Let's see here. Native Resident Evil remakes. Resident Evil 4 remake, I think there's a possibility for that, for sure. If they do like a collection, I think a collection would be great. Nintendo does like to save those for like regular Nintendo Directs though, so that might be an announcement for a regular Nintendo Direct. But once again, man, like, Nintendo might be changing up how they do partner directs. They might actually want to give partner directs a bigger spotlight, and then the Nintendo Directs will be for more of the the first party games and like the other third party games that they know are kind of like Nintendo first party games and stuff. So more Japanese games. So I think that this might turn into a little bit more of like a Western / Japanese Nintendo Direct for third party developers, and so we'll see though. Man, I got Canyon Layer DK, haven't tested. Got into the Canyon Layer DK, haven't tested since. Why not? Do you think Xenogears or Xenosaga could be at the Direct? It's always possible. Any third party old school Japanese game can show up, but right now I'm saying it's possible. I'm gonna give it like a 20% chance. Yeah. Let's see. Sup, Ojo, you worried about what's going on in the UK with the whole required ID thing? No. I don't live in the UK, and so I don't know, and I don't even know the full extent of it, so I'm not worried about it. I don't worry about things that I don't know the full extent of, and I haven't researched enough to be worried about it, so no. Let's see. Also, we're still working on racing project. Oh, nice. Sounds good, Badsen. Let me know when that's all finished up. They're going to be doing RE Raccoon City Edition 2 and 3 and Resistance leading up to Requiem setting and whatnot. That'd be cool. I'd love to see native ports of the games that were cloud versions, on Switch 1. My prediction will include Professor Layton. I think Professor Layton, there's a good chance that Professor Layton is there. Yeah, good chance that Professor Layton does show up. Let's see here. What's up, OJ? What's up with these dum-dums ragging on you for using an AI image? I don't give a using an AI image. Oh, in the Zelda, my thumbnail, I just looked up a art for Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, and all the art that we had for it wasn't necessarily great, so I just used one that I thought that looked cool. I didn't actually make the AI art myself. I just got it off of Pinterest, so I just used one that I thought that looked cool. That's all. It wasn't even about AI or not, it just looked cool. But yeah, I didn't use it. I didn't make the AI art myself, or I didn't make it into a generator myself. I just saw it on Pinterest, thought it looked cool, and used it in the thumbnail. Yeah. Kevin with the $2 dono says, "What up, OJ? Can you get any music from Persona 3?" Yeah, I can get music from Persona 3. Let's go. Thank you for the $3 dono. I appreciate that. Thanks. Shout outs to Big Kevin in the house. 48 on the board. We're almost at that 60-minute extension, 60 combo breaker, then 2 going further beyond after that. Let's go. Yeah, I don't care if people get mad if it's like an AI. It's just the thumbnail. Like, who cares? Like, like it's not even like that big of a deal. It's just a freaking thumbnail. Who cares about the thumbnail? I can replace it with the actual art, like Princess Zelda. It gets the same point across. Like, it's not hurtful to anybody. So what does it matter? All right, let's see here. It's just a thumbnail for a predictions video. It's not important. All right. Persona 3. Persona 3 music. Let's just get a Persona 3 Heartfelt Cry. Yeah, there you go. Heartfelt Cry. This is a good track, man. I love this track so much. Big love to Cyber Torch with a $10 dono as well. Yo, Cyber Torch extended his Hokage lead to 30. And the second JoJo, all owned by Cyber Taurus. Yo, thank you so much, Cyber Taurus, with the 10. Kirby Air Riders and Metroid Prime 4 are the only two things I want dates for first party right now. We get Age of Imprisonment and some solid other third-party games tomorrow. I'll be happy. Yeah, Kirby Air Riders is a possibility. I think Nintendo's probably going to do a separate Nintendo Direct for like a Metroid Prime 4 Beyond Direct. I think they're going to do that. I think they're going to actually have a Direct on the game, or like a Metroid Direct where they go over a variety of different Metroid stuff that's happening. So that's my guess on that. But once again, we'll see. We'll have to wait and see on that. Or it can just be like a Nintendo Today announcement and then like a big overview trailer. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. Shout outs, man. Thank you so much for the $10 dono. Cyber Taurus up into the 30. Anybody who's 30 or good, man, Cyber Taurus. Hey, yo, thank you so much for the support, man. I appreciate that. Also, we got to give some love to Mew. He did give a gifted ninja. So we got one gifted ninja on there. Anybody does one or more gift, you can get on the gift ninja board too. Thank you guys, man. I appreciate the support, guys. Seriously, that makes the streams go. Appreciate that. We can keep yapping and you guys can keep giving me your predictions and having a good time, man. So thank you guys so much for your support. Seen the Gunship music that came out the other day, bunch of Nintendo references in it. Nah, I ain't seen that. Ryu, the Burninator. Throne Room Gaming, thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Shout outs. Yo, what's up, Rena Habag? Yo, Rena, how you doing today, young lady? Welcome to the stream. Says, nah, Metro Prime 4 getting a Twitter drop like Bayo 3. Did Bayo 3 get a Twitter drop? I thought Bayo 3, that was definitely at a Nintendo Direct when that was first announced. So yeah. I predict Fallout 4 or Fallout. Oh, you know what? I haven't even been thinking about Bethesda games and Fallout. Apparently they were testing Fallout for Switch 1, but it ran like dookie booty. So like, so maybe they do Fallout for Switch 2. I'll be honest, I ain't gonna play that though. I'm done with Fallout. Let's see here. Air Riders will get a Sakurai Presents. It might, but they'll probably talk about it at a Direct beforehand. I mean, it's potential that it could be at this showcase. I mean, it might not, but yeah, we'll see for sure. GTA 4 or GTA 5, man, GTA 4 is so crusty and old at this point. GTA 5, I mean, I guess that'd be nice if GTA 5 came over. But yeah, we talked about that. I think that would lead to a lot of speculation about GTA 6 and Switch 2 if they did that. But we'll see. They did the GTA trilogy on the Switch 1, and that actually sold pretty well. So I'm guessing that they might want to do some more GTA on Switch 2. Who do you think will cry more tomorrow if they get a Sony or Microsoft game tomorrow? Ponies or Xbox? Sony, because Microsoft has already been putting games on Nintendo platforms for a while. So I definitely, like, Sony fans are starting to like write the company, you know, and like starting to like complain and write the company about, you know, third-party games potentially showing up on other platforms, or their games showing up on other platforms. So something just dawned on me. Metroid Prime 4 has been at like 3 or 4 general directs since this announcement. Yeah, it's been at a lot of them. It's actually been at a lot. Rainbow Road was my main. Okay, shout outs to Straw Hat. I think that's Montana, right? Bayo 3 release date got Twitter dropped after the June 2022 partner showcase. Yeah, but it was revealed though. Like, it was like they actually showed the game for the first time at a Nintendo Direct though. Like, we haven't even seen any real gameplay. Kirby, it was first, or like Bayonetta 3, it was first announced at I think it was at the Game Awards, and then it was first revealed to be shown like gameplay at a Nintendo Direct. So Kirby it was announced obviously at a Nintendo Direct, but they showed no actual gameplay. So I don't think it's the same thing as Bayonetta. You're equating the two things, and it's not quite the same timeline.
Dookie Booty or Dookie Booty? Asking the real questions.
Yeah, the real questions. Massive Rick, yo, Massive, thank you for the $20 the other day, man. I don't know if I said thank you before you bounced, but thank you so much, man. I appreciate that when we were reacting to the Drag and Drive trailer. Thank you for another $3 tonight, man. I appreciate that. Dookie Booty or Dookie Booty? Dookie Booty or Dookie Booty? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Or Booty Dookie? They're both bad, bro. They're both bad. I don't think you can. They both trash. They both absolutely garbage. Big love. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that. Let's get the combo break going. 1 hour extension unlocked. Here we go. Let's get to that platinum up next. Shout outs, man. Big love. Ooh, Konami. Yeah, Konami can be there. Some people are saying maybe Metal Gear Solid Delta. We got some rumors about that. Nate the Hate talked about that a little bit. So that's definitely possible. Konami, some Castlevania collections, maybe something else. You know, we'll see. Lies of P. Yeah, Lies of P was a game that was rumored to be coming over. So yeah, that's definitely possible. Zane. Yeah, Elden Ring release date, definitely possible. Hopefully my job will actually not be crazy so I can watch the direct. Yeah, it's early in the morning, at least here where I'm at. So yeah, just like apparently Mario Kart Switch 2 bundle in Taiwan, they included the physical copy of the game. That's insane. Yeah, any place where they include the physical copy of Mario Kart World, it's because they don't have an eShop. They don't have an actual specific eShop for that region. So that's the reason why some regions get a physical copy.
Having a Boston Terrier puppy is like having a pig and a piranha.
A Boston Terrier is like a pig and a piranha. I do not have a Boston Terrier, and I don't know how they're raised, so it must be crazy. I gotta see the pics on Discord if you can, when you get a chance, Justin. Big love, man. Thank you so much, Justin, with another $3 dono. Hey, yo, 64 on the board. We are out here tonight. Combo breakers, but let's go. Get to that 100 platinum tonight. That'd be great. We have a streak of the platinums. So I think we might have to do like a platinum streak coming up, man. You guys get platinums a lot, so I think we might have to be keeping a record of that. Let's see here. Mario Kart World update step right in direction, but not enough. The lap races. Yeah, I agree. The lap races are not enough as well. I agree. I agree with that too. Like from what I understand, I thought that yes, step in the right direction, but it wasn't necessarily everything that needs to be. So hopefully they further that one with more updates. Yeah, I don't see Astrobot. I don't see Astrobot tomorrow. No. I saw some people trying to say it, but nah, Astrobot's so tied to PlayStation and so tied to, you know, the history and like the bots and like the games. It just doesn't. Right now, I don't think it's gonna be a thing. I mean, if it did happen, would it do incredibly well if they adapted it? Of course it would. But yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. But we'll see. But I know you said JK. I'm just saying for the people that thought maybe there's a possibility. I don't see it. Claire Obscure, I think you meant Claire. Said Claire Obscene. That's definitely that's not the right one. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Yes. That game potentially. I don't think it's gonna be at this one. They're a small studio. I don't think they got the port ready already. But I could be wrong. But I think that might be for next year. I think next year we'll see Claire Obscure. But we'll see. I could be wrong on that one. No, I don't see Spider-Man either. But that would be. I think the internet would explode if Spider-Man, like the PS4 game or whatever, like or Spider-Man Remastered, if that was announced for Switch 2, man, the internet would explode. Twitter would go insane. But yeah, I don't see that one coming either. Yeah, I posted that opinion regarding Mario Kart World on Twitter too. They have more work to do, but it'll be many more updates. Oh yeah, there'll be many more updates. But yeah, more work to do for sure. Astrobot is a much needed mascot for Sony. They keeping that close. Yeah. Claire Obscene Journey 33 as the Switch 1 version. That's the Switch 1 version in China. You know what I'm saying? Like the black market version. The black market one, bro. That's definitely not the. That's definitely not the. That's not even just the vanilla Switch 1 version. Let's see. I need a platinum vest for the platinum. No, we're not doing any DSP stuff. I can't do that. See here, Kiwi Talk said he's gonna give the last update on Metroid Prime 4. We'll see what he has to say. Claire Obscene Expedition. No, Deathman going there. Give me Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen either. Ratchet and Clank would do well on Switch 2 though, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Let's see here. We should. That's not. Yeah, the hentai might be the hentai version. Yep, lots of third parties need Switch 2 upgrades, 60 FPS. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, like, you know what would be pretty cool? Like, I think even updates for Switch 1 games would be like, let's just say a developer says we're updating the game to look and run better. Like that's already on Switch 1. I think that would be perfectly fine for announcements, man. Like, there's a lot of third-party Switch games that if you just give them a nice, go back in there, give them a nice little coat of paint, upgrade the frame rate and all that, and it'd be, you re-release it, or just you can play your Switch 1 cartridge and download the update from there. I think people would be very happy with that, even if it was, some of them were like, oh, $5 update or $10 like upgrade, or even if it's free, right? Free, a mix, whatever the case is. I think people would be really happy with stuff like that, you know, really, really, really happy. Nier Automata would be a great update. Yeah, that'd be a great update for sure. I would like to see that as well myself. I would definitely like to see that to get that updated. Especially since the game actually did pretty decently on Switch 1, you know, all things considered. But it was a good release because it was $40. They didn't charge 50 or 60. They went with 40, and it was actually decently playing. And I think it actually ran at a higher resolution than the PS4 version. So like image quality wise and stuff, it wasn't quite on par, but it's pretty close. Pretty close. So yeah, he says, dang it, YouTube, get rid of the app. I know, seriously, get rid of the app, man. Will we have 10 minutes of Todd Howard announcing Skyrim Switch 2 edition? Yeah, you know what, that'd be nice. That'd be nice if Todd Howard came in there and did that. Let's see here. Monster Hunter Rise with an update. Yep, we talked about that. OG, I think Atlas got a surprise for us tomorrow besides Persona 3 Reload and Persona 4. Well, I don't think they're going to announce Persona 4 just yet. I think they're going to announce that a little bit later for Switch 2. Persona 3 Reload is definitely a high possibility. Could there be something else from them? Yeah, there could be something else. Maybe like something from the 3DS era brought back as a remaster. I mean, a long shot would be a SMT4 remaster or remake, you know, something like that. So definitely a possibility. Batman games. Which Batman games are you talking about? Bloodborne remastered for Switch 2. That's called the Dust Bloods. That's Bloodborne 2. Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes needs to be released. Ooh, that'd be nice. Justin with another $3 dono. Let's go.
Sent you the picture of Maui the Boston Terrier on Discord. Also, I feel like it's going to possibly be the best partner showcase yet.
I think it's going to be the best partner showcase as well, because like I said before with the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal event, that is arguably the best partner showcase, which was an actual Nintendo Direct with a ton of first-party games. That Nintendo Direct that we got for the Switch 2 back in April, that was probably the best third-party showing that Nintendo's had, maybe with one exception of maybe like the 2022 Nintendo Switch partner, Nintendo Direct partner showcase. But that right there was already pretty good because you got Final Fantasy, you got, you know, the Dust Bloods announced, you got Elden Ring, you got a lot, you got 007 First Light, you got, I think was Madden announced there or something like that. Madden might have been announced there too. Like you just got a ton of third-party games announced at that show. Borderlands 4 was revealed there as well. So that's probably the best partner showcase ever, was tucked inside the Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2. So it's possible that they continue with that level of announcements, you know. Rena Habad with the five gifted members. Testify. Let's go. Thank you so much. Rena with the 5 gifted. We out here tonight. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let's go. Thank you for the big 5 gifted memberships. Hey, yo. 77. Let's get you a little bit extra on there, though. Let's get it to 80. Shout outs to Rena. Gifted members always welcome here. Keeping us at above 500. We want to be above 500 and then move towards 600. So I appreciate anybody that rolls with the gifts, man. Appreciate that, Rena. You are now the new gift ninja. Shout outs to Rena. She is the awesome scientist that we all know and love. Big love to Rena. Who got the gifts though? One Lucky Viking, Exalted Donut, Daniel, Zeta, Scuba. Yo, appreciate that. Thank you so much. Excuse me. Let's see here. Yep, Madam was at the Switch 2 Direct. Yep, there you go. 5 time. Spinaroonie. I would just do, anytime we get 5 gifted, I'll just do the Spinaroonie. If I had space, I would do it. I can't do it, but I learned how to do it, you know. Apex Switch 2 Edition. Yeah, that Switch, ooh. That Apex Legends. Okay, one of you, like, it looks like you guys ever did like, you guys. Apex. I'm a fool for this, but we gotta do it. Oh my gosh. I'm silly, but we gotta do it just so we can make a point. You know, just so we can make a point. Hold up. We gotta take a look at this right here. Okay. So, I'm gonna move this over, and I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. Alright? I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. So here we go. Alright, so let me go ahead and do this. Let me do this. Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys this right here. This is Apex Legends. You guys see it? This is Apex Legends, right? This is Apex Legends, as you guys all know and maybe love. But the Nintendo Switch 2 version of Apex Legends. Where's the hold up. We gotta put it right here, right? So the Nintendo Switch 2 version of Apex Legends. Where's my we gotta do this right there. That's the Switch 2 version. So you got, you got the regular version, and then you got the Switch version. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of that. That's what they did. They just flicked that Switch. That's what they did. This is literally them programming the game. They just said, "Oh, Switch version." Oh, wait, hold on. Let me turn that up even a little bit more. There you go. Okay, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox and PlayStation. There you go. Switch 2 version. All right, there you go. There's that one. So yeah, we definitely need a little bit of an update to give you guys. I mean, it ain't that bad, but it's close. Shout outs to Power Director. Big love to Sabotage with the $5 dono.
Apex Legends Pixel Remaster.
It was definitely a pixel remaster. I remember playing it, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. Oh, load and load. I think I played it one time on stream, was just like, this is just, yeah, this is Blur Central, baby. Cyber Twitch with another $5 donut, get us to 85 on the board. We are going
Even further beyond.
35 on the Hokage board. Anybody does 35 more, you can tie up or pass up. Cyber Taurus. Yo, let's go. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Big love. 15 away from the first platinum combo. We're going to start the platinum combo streaks tonight, guys. We're going to start it, and we're going to see how long we can go with platinum combo streaks going forward. I think MS will have a big presence. Minecraft needs that update. Maybe Doom the Dark Ages, says Brian Jedi. And updated versions of previous games. Yeah, that's possible. Definitely possible, for sure. Let's see here. Big love, though. Big love. No resolution mashed potato. The no resolution mashed potato in the house, baby. Platinum streak. Platinum streak. Let's see here. So we got it yesterday, so we'll put 1. Let's go. If we get it today, we'll get 2. We gotta have an actual reward for it, though. We gotta actually have a reward for the platinum streak. So I'm trying to think of something. If you guys got something, let me know. Maybe a certain gameplay stream or something. We gotta do something. So don't laugh at me, but I got 600 plus hours in Switch version of Apex Legends. It's not that bad. I'm gonna laugh at you for wasting 600 hours of your life. No, I'm joking. Yo, Atomic Toaster. Thank you for the Jonan tier pledge. Welcome back, my boy, Atomic Toaster, in the house. Long time. Old school. First Hokage Elite Ninja, like, old school Kakuzu Elite Ninja. He been around for a hot minute. Atomic Toaster been around since the PE.com days. Big love, man. Thank you for being around for that long, man. Most people bounced, but thank you for still being here. I appreciate you, fam. I feel like we know each other and we've never met each other. That's the funniest thing. One of these days, Atomic Toaster. Nick93 with the 15 months as well. What up, Nick93? Shout outs, brother. Thank you so much for the support. 15 months, a year plus now. Let's go. Shout outs. With some people predicting Monster Hunter Wilds. I have my doubts. The game have optimization issues and more powerful hardware thoughts. Yeah, I have my doubts as well. But I think that if they lock it to 30 FPS on Switch 2 and use DLSS, I think that they can definitely get it going. It's definitely possible, but I'm not sure if they're going to do that route, or if they're just going to make a new, or if they've been making a new Monster Hunter game for the Switch 2. They could just be making a new game, you know. Monster Hunter Rise came out, 5 years ago now, right at this point, or no, sorry, 4 years ago. 4 years ago, so maybe they've been working on a brand new Monster Hunter game. Big love to the armchair 2668. Thank you, and welcome back to the Tune In Tier Squad. Long-time Elite Ninja as well. 4 years, 4 years now. Let's go. Thank you so much, armchair. Appreciate that. 89, 11 combos away from that platinum ×2 streak. Let's go. Shout outs, guys. Big love. Now hold up. Haven't you met your OG ninjas? Shameful. LOL. I've never met Atomic Ninja. I've never met any of the OG Player Essence. You know, I don't think I've met any of them in person because I didn't go to events back then. You got to remember, my account had the only events that I went to were E3, and that's because it was in Los Angeles and I can just drive there. All it cost me was gas. So I didn't go to any events that cost money, like back in my OG days, because I didn't make enough. The site was negative every single month. The site was negative, you know, and the channel was negative. So it took more for me to actually run it than I actually made on it, you know. So so yeah, I didn't go to anything because I couldn't afford it, you know. I couldn't afford it. So yeah. My feeling of Monster the fan base is that while it seems to have plenty of tepid reception, so many people won't mind having to wait for a new one. Maybe, yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if we get Stellar Blade in this direct and long shot, but I hope to see Black Myth Wukong. Yeah, I don't know, because Black Myth Wukong's not even out on Xbox yet. So yeah. Jedi Survivor is definitely a possibility. Rebirth of Souls, anime stuff, those are all possibilities as well. Yeah, for sure. Rematch and Marvel Rivals. I don't know about Rematch, but Marvel Rivals, yes, because the directors actually came out and stated that, yeah, we want to get it on there. I think they're just waiting for a dev kit, or they have a dev kit, or they're working on it, or something like that. Let's see here. Dang, I was really the first one you met then? Yes. Out of all of the Elite Ninja, you're the first one that because I didn't go to any shows outside of E3, but nobody that I ever ran into was actually like an Elite Ninja or like a fan of mine when I went to E3. I saw people that I knew, like my peers, but they weren't like Elite Ninjas. You get what I'm saying? Like I saw like Hip Hop Gamer, or I'd hang out with him, I did a video, you know, I saw like you know, like people like Michael Pachter. I saw all sorts of people, but they weren't people that were like, you know, that I know a passing knowing of, or they might know me. Like I saw like Maximilian Dude, hung out with him, but he's not an Elite Ninja, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I saw Nakat, you know, Nakat's kind of an Elite Ninja. So I mean, if we put Nakat in there, I'd say, okay, Nakat's the first one overall. So I mean, maybe Nakat, but really, no, not really. So because I met Nakat in 2015 or 2016. So I met Nakat about 10 years ago. So yeah. But in terms of actual real Elite Ninja, yeah, you're the first one for sure. You're the first one, Party Man. Will you pass out if they announce Chrono Trigger? I think I might pass out. I got to be careful though, because I'll have my green screen behind me, so I don't want to hit my green screen and tumble backward like I did for you know, Trials of Mana. Gangsta Slayer X. Yo, thank you, Gangsta Slayer, with the Tune In Tier pledge. Welcome. Remember, guys, that Tune In Tier is only $1 McDollar. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I've done myself just to make myself better and make myself more healthy is that I cut out pretty much all sugar from my diet, man. I cut out all sugar, and I cut out all the Experiment diet soda and all that stuff from my diet. Headaches gone, less money spent on that stuff as well. Feel a lot better overall, losing some weight too. So for that same price that you cut out, you can become an Elite Ninja. That was the whole thing. That was the transition. You know, that's what I did. I went and hit up some of my friends on Twitch, subscribe to their channel. So I appreciate you, Gangsta Slayer. Let's go. Thank you for that. But yeah, the biggest thing that I've noticed off, like, you know, being off of the Experiment or being off like the fake sugar or anything like that, and I didn't really eat a lot of sugar before, but like candy, is that the random headaches. No more random headaches. That was the issue that I was having, where you would just get random headaches at times. So no more random headaches for me. Like my head's been feeling way more clear, more so than anything, you know. So yeah. But I mean, yeah, there's still some sugar. Like there's a bagel that I had, there's some sugar in the bagel, but it's like a healthier bagel than like the other bagels. Or it's like, you know, there's these protein pancakes that I have called Flourish. I think they're from Canada. Shout outs to the Maple Syrup Boys. You know, I have those, and those have like less than like 1 gram or like less than 1 gram of sugar. So it's like there's some, but it's barely any, right? So I've been going on like pretty much very, very, very low sugar, you know, no more candy, stuff like that. No more, like I said, no more experiment like the fake sugar, stuff like that, Splenda, all that. Feels so much better, man. Feels so much better. So yeah, so it actually enabled me to be able to sub to some of my favorite Twitch channels and stuff like that. So big love to Gangsta Slay. I appreciate that. Also Kevin K, thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that as well. Let's go. Let's see here. Even a lot of them fruits have yeah, well, fruits with the natural sugar, those ones aren't as bad, all right? So I mean, like, I don't eat super sugary fruits or anything, but I do have myself, like, you know, an apple, right? I have myself like a Fuji, or I forgot what type of apple it is, but I have myself an apple, and I have myself, like, I think it's like an apricot. So I do have those, and those don't make me feel all type of weird, you know, like the other type of sugars do. So, but yeah, obviously you don't want to overload on it, but yeah, you need your fruits and veggies, you know, you need your fruits. So I still roll with the apples, I still roll with the apricots, you know, but I just try to moderate it, you know. So yeah, yeah, fruit, exactly. It comes with the fiber, so it's not as bad for your body, exactly, because it comes with that extra nutrition. So yeah. Let's see here. You have cane sugar in Nigeria, right? We have it in Trinidad. Yes, I've had cane sugar in Nigeria. It's very good. Let's see here. Chrono with the 5 says, do you think, and yes, I do berry smoothies. I do have berry smoothies that I've been doing, and they're very good. I mix them up into like a little smoothie with a little bit of the vanilla, no sugar, what's it called? Almond milk, unsweetened almond milk, the 30-calorie one. I just mix it in with that, and I have it. That stuff is good too. Do you think we'll ever get any exclusive Ubisoft game again, like Rabbids or even Starlink or Fox with Ubisoft? Is Ubisoft way too gone? I think that definitely Ubisoft will do something for the Switch too. Ubisoft loves sales. They love when a Nintendo system sells, and the Nintendo Switch 2 is selling really, really good. So Ubisoft loves that. They love it, love it, love it. So yeah, I definitely think we'll see something from Ubisoft as like an exclusive that they make for the system. Yeah, I think so. I think so. We will see though. Shots, thank you so much, Chrono Rig with the $5 dono. You guys give some love to Chrono Rig. We out here. Thank you for the $5. 5 combos away from the
Even further beyond.
shout outs, guys. I appreciate y'all. Let's see here. Honeycrisp apples hit different. They do, especially when you're in the right season. I haven't seen any good ones yet. I'm not sure what's happening with the Honeycrisp harvest here in California or whatever. But oh, I remember the type of apple that I've been getting. Envy apples, Envy. But I haven't been seeing the nice Honeycrisp apples like I usually see here. So yeah, but Honeycrisp, when you can get the Honeycrisp, it hits. But right now I'm rolling with the Envy apples. You know, and if I see a Honeycrisp, I'll definitely pick it up. But yeah, Envy's pretty good too. What's up, Warfare? Welcome. Let's see here. Cosmic Crisp. We grow them up here so good. Ooh, Cosmic. I haven't heard of Cosmic Crisp. I love apples, but I've been enjoying peaches and nectarines. Yeah, all that stuff is great. The only thing that I don't like about peaches is like the fuzz on the peaches. I'm just not a big fan of the fuzz on there for some reason. I'm not sure why, but when my mom bought peaches back in the day, I would eat them. Like if my wife went out and bought some, I'd eat it. But yeah, I'm more on the apricots and apples and berries. So yeah, do you think we'll see oh my gosh, Justin, you almost got me, yo. Do I think we'll see Just Dance? For you, I'll answer since you're in a super elite ninja roundtable. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna see Just Dance. No, actually, you know, I think we will see Just Dance, and if we do, I'm just gonna make sure that I mute my stream. How about that? So yeah, try apple. I'm not a big cheese person because I'm lactose intolerant, so I don't really eat too much cheese. But yeah, I bet that would be good. I don't really eat too much of that. That's why I don't have regular milk. I don't eat too much cheese at all, really. So, so yeah. Let's see here. Pink Lady apples in the UK. They're my new favorite. Oh yeah, I've seen Pink Lady apples here too. I haven't tried any though. I haven't tried any of those. Let's see here. You don't like peach? Trader. Listen, man. Listen. I don't know, man. I don't know. Party man, I know you're out there buying them by the dozens. You're out there buying the big bag. Party man thinks it might get him closer to meeting his Princess Peach or something. What's up, 777AG double OG? 777OG double OG. The big old bag. Two big old bag, man. Yeah, I know, but party man, I don't know how much of a chance you got since Mario and Peach are just friends. I mean, if Mario got friend zone, man, there ain't no hope for any of us, bro. 91 Gamer Boy says he has a prediction. Says, I have a prediction for tomorrow's partner direct for you. Are you ready for this? There will be no first-party games tomorrow. Wow, I'm a genius or not. You know what? That might be a wrong prediction. Consider what do you consider a first-party game? Do you guys consider Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment a first-party game? If you consider that a first-party game, you might be wrong. Or do you guys consider Kirby Air Riders a first-party game? That might be a first-party. Nintendo's publishing, so those could be technically first-party games that show up at this partner showcase. So it is possible to see first-party games at a partner showcase. Let me give you another. Give you an example. What was it? Endless Ocean Luminous. That is a first-party IP developed by a third-party studio that showed up at a partner showcase. So it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. Mario Rabbids. I don't consider Mario Rabbids a first-party game, though. Ubisoft licenses the IP and then they publish it. So I don't consider Mario plus Rabbids a first-party game. You know? I don't consider that one a first-party game. But yes, Mario plus Rabbids could show up. So a first-party IP could show up in this event, you know? I don't consider Kirby first-party. Kirby's definitely a first-party game. It's a first-party game, but it's made by an outside studio. But it's definitely... Nintendo owns the IP to Kirby. So technically speaking, it is a first-party game, you know, because they own that IP. Now, they might not own HAL and own all of HAL and all that, but they own the Kirby IP. So it is technically first party. Let's see here. I thought Kirby belonged to HAL or Sora. Why would Kirby belong to Sora? That one's ridiculous. Now, I can understand you thinking HAL, but why would Kirby belong to Sora? Masahiro Sakurai left HAL Laboratory a long time ago, and then he formed Sora. He wouldn't take Kirby with him. That would make no sense. And then Sora's not licensed or not listed in all the Kirby games. So there'd be no way that it'd be even have any ties to Sora, or we'd be seeing the name Sora come up in every single Kirby game. So I don't know why you would think Sora at all. That makes no sense. But I can understand why you think that it'd be HAL for sure. But no, Nintendo owns the license to Kirby. They own the IP. They own the IP to Kirby. So it's technically a first party game. Nintendo still owns I think you meant Eternal Darkness. So yeah, they own Eternal Darkness. Yes, they do. Cybertoast with another $5 dono. My super smart kid just said, Dad, it says partner showcase, not first or third party showcase. LOL. Listen, you gotta teach she's new to this game. You know what I'm saying? She's new to the game. So you gotta teach him what's up, Cybertoast. Not first or third party. It's just a partner showcase. You got the new second. It's the second party brand, you know? The second party brand coming through, which is, I guess, is somewhat of a thing, right? Yo, we are at the Platinum Combo. We've hit the 2 times, 2 days in a row streak. We got to keep this streak going for tomorrow. So I actually added it up here, 2 times Platinum streak. Let's go ahead and get that. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. We got to make a new notification for a Platinum streak too. We got to make a new notification. We got a limit break. We got to make something else, though. We got to make something else like when we do it like 2 times or 3 times or whatever. I will work on those things. Here we go. Set up the Cyber Taurus. Let's see. Nothing with the big Nintendo IP will be there tomorrow. Oh, I don't know. I think Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment has a chance. I think Age of Imprisonment has a chance of being there. I think it does. I think that needs a release date. But I could be wrong. I mean, they could wait for an August Nintendo Direct or a September Nintendo Direct for that as well. But I think Age of Imprisonment has a chance of being there. It has a chance, but we'll see. Let's see here. Kirby has only been on Nintendo, not even a mobile game. It's a first-party series. Well, yeah, I mean, first party is based off of the ownership of the IP. I think that's how you kind of tell if it's like first party or not. Like, who owns the IP of that? If who has complete control of that IP, you know, who owns it? So if Kirby is owned by Nintendo, so therefore they own the IP, right? Even though HAL is not owned by Nintendo. So for example, Fire Emblem, right? Fire Emblem, that is a game that is developed outside of Nintendo. Intelligent Systems is not owned by Nintendo, which is crazy. I thought that they did own them like a number of years back. I thought that, but they do not. But they make Fire Emblem, and Fire Emblem is a first-party game. Nintendo owns the IP. So even though Intelligent Systems is not owned by Nintendo as a first-party studio, they still, own the IP. It's still a first party game. So like another example of this, which is kind of crazy, like Intelligent Systems, they make a ton of stuff for Nintendo, right? They make WarioWare, they make Paper Mario, they make Fire Emblem, they make all these games, and Nintendo doesn't own them. They're essentially like squatters, but friendly squatters. They have like an eternal rental studio in Nintendo. It's so funny. You would think that Nintendo would just be like, all right, y'all just come through, y'all be first party. But like, they're not. That's the funniest thing. Like for decades now, it's just been the same thing. It's like, yeah, we'll make WarioWare for you. We'll make Paper Mario. We'll give you guys constant employment where you don't have to worry about finances, right? That's what every third party or independent studio, because they're indie, right? Really, or second party, but really they're independent. And every independent studio wants to be able to get funding regularly. And Intelligent Systems has like a lifetime contract. They'll constantly get WarioWare, Paper Mario, and Fire Emblem games to make. They're always working on something. It's going to be one of those three games. It's going to be WarioWare, Fire Emblem, or Paper Mario, or support for something. So they're good. Their employees are good. They can hire. Everything's good. But they're not owned by Nintendo. That's the funniest thing about Intelligent Systems, you know? That's the funniest thing. Bayonetta 2 and 3 are first party. Bayonetta 2 and 3 are licensed. So Nintendo owns the license specifically for those games. But they don't own the Bayonetta IP. So Bayonetta isn't necessarily a first party IP. Think of it like Ubisoft with Mario. They licensed the Mario IP. They licensed it. But they publish it themselves. But they don't own Mario on there. They don't own that, you know? But they have the rights to that game. If that makes sense, right? They have the rights to those games. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks. So they license it, they get it. Bayonetta is not owned. The IP is not owned. It's not a first party IP owned, but those games, they own those games. So I see what you're saying. Like those games are technically first party, but we have to make sure that we make that distinction that it was a licensed IP. So they don't own that IP overall. Just those specific, like you said, those two games. So we gotta make sure that we're clear with that, you know? So yeah. Game Freak is a kind of like Game Freak, but the difference with Game Freak is that Nintendo has a pretty large percentage of ownership of Game Freak. I think Nintendo owns like their stock 33%. It's like a 30-30-30 deal. It's like 33-33-33. Like Pokemon Company, Game Freak, and Nintendo. So that one's like a collaboration. So it's very different. It's not quite the same as Intelligent Systems, you know. Let's see here. I'm wondering when Nintendo will give more release dates for other first-party games this year. Will they really wait till September or any? My question. Once again, I think that the two first-party games that we need release dates for 3 first-party games. Essentially, we need release dates for, and if you count Splatoon Raiders, 4, if that's coming out this year. 2 of them could show up at this showcase. Kirby Air Riders could, and Hyrule Warriors could. So then all that's left would be Metroid Prime 4. That'd be the only game left. So. It's possible that we actually get release dates for those 2 leftover games. But we will see. I think they're going to have a Mario 40th anniversary event. They're going to probably have a Nintendo Direct later. So yeah, they'll probably give release dates and some other new announcements then too. Justin with another $3 dono. Let's go!
Are you kinda surprised that there's not a Kirby mobile game, seeing how experimental the spin-off are? A lot of them would work on mobile.
I'm surprised that there's not like a Kirby Canvas Curse or something like that on mobile. Yeah, I'm definitely surprised. Big love to Justin. Thank you for the $3 dono on Combo Break. Let's go, man. I'm hoping Mega Man X gets a showing. Mega Man X on the Super Nintendo. Don't they already have that game on there? Thought Sega owns the Bayonetta, but Nintendo owns the publishing rights to Bayonetta 2 and Bayonetta 3. Does Nintendo own Astral Chain? Okay, so that's a lot of questions. Yes, Sega owns the Bayonetta IP. Yes, you were right about that. They licensed it to Nintendo. Nintendo owns the publishing rights and specifically that game. So they control where that game goes, where Bayonetta 2 and Bayonetta 3 goes, and Bayonetta Origins, that game as well. So they own all of the publishing rights for those games. They don't own the IP. Once again, I said it was licensed. They licensed it from Sega, okay? But Nintendo does control where those games specifically go. Not Bayonetta 1. Sega can do anything they want with Bayonetta 1. Nintendo does own the Astral Chain IP. Yes, they do own the Astral Chain IP. So there you go. Shout outs to Corey. Do you think a 3D Star Fox game from Odyssey Bonanza team would be good? I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe. I'm not sure. Do you think Shiver Entertainment games Be here even though the Nintendo owned studio is still publishing games on PS5 and Series X. Shiver did WWE, so that we already know about that. So, but if Shiver does a game, we probably won't find out about it until later. Just like WWE, we didn't find out about WWE until somebody put it on their LinkedIn profile. So I'm guessing Nintendo, like, Shiver's gonna keep a very, very low profile. And I bet the people that are working for Shiver are happy as heck, like the owners and all that, because they got a buyout and they get consistent employment, and they're going to be consistently working on a variety of different types of games. So, I mean, if I was working at Shiver, I'd be excited because I'm like, man, I don't got to worry about nothing now. I'm good, you know, because there's going to be plenty of employment and games and third-party help for them to work on. So I think that Shiver's really going to just keep a low profile, and we probably won't even find out about what Shiver works on. To be honest, we won't even know. If it's PS5 and Xbox Series, then that'll be that. But I think once those contracts end, I don't think Shiver is going to be working on a bunch of PS5 and Xbox Series games in like the next number of years. I think they're going to finish all their contracts that they had, and then they're just going to work on whatever Nintendo tells them to work on. I doubt they're going to be Nintendo's going to be funding them to do PS5 and Xbox Series games. I don't think that's going to happen. But they have to finish out whatever contract that they had for PS5 and Xbox Series games, and Nintendo probably, you know, that was also in the contract. Like, hey, we're going to finish out what we're working on, finish up those deals. So very similar to like the Nintendo pictures, like with Death Stranding or something like that, right? So I highly doubt that in 4 or 5 years, Shiver's going to be working on PS5 games. I don't think that's going to be a thing, because Nintendo's not going to pay them to work on PS5 games. So I doubt that. Let's see here. Which Microsoft or Sony games are likely to appear at this Direct, if any? I'm not sure. Zoo with the $10 JoJo.
Elden Ring on cart 60 gigabytes, or Halo
maybe.
Trilogy on cart 49 gigabytes on the cart would put 2 more games on the 12 needed. Please don't just show us game key cards.
The game key card boogeyman is back. Game key cards are like the boogeyman of Switch 2 at this point. Yeah, I mean, like, we'll see. Once again, I think that there's definitely going to be a lot of game key cards because of the size of some of these games. But we'll see. Once again, we will see. Elden Ring, I think, has a chance of not being a game key card. I still don't understand why you need 12 games to buy the system, though. Like, I still don't understand that. You're not gonna have it. You're not gonna be able to catch up on games that are coming, that you bought 12 and then that are coming out. You're just gonna have an eternal backlog. You're just gonna have an eternal backlog, Zoo. So I don't know, because 12 games is a lot to get through. That is a lot. And then if you're talking about Halo and if you're talking about Elden Ring, these are long games you're gonna spend a lot of time in. So yeah, I don't know. But at the same time, yes, we'll see about Elden Ring. I have more confidence that Elden Ring is not a game key card than I do with like Halo, or that I do like with multiplayer games and all that, right? Like multiplayer games that constantly get updates, those are more likely to be game key cards, in my opinion at least, or just digital only, or code in a box, because you're going to be updating them, they're going to be whatever anyway. All the stuff's not going to be on the cartridge anyway. A game like Elden Ring that's maybe complete or finished, that's more likely to maybe be on it if they can get it on a 64 gigabyte card, and if they feel like paying for it, and if they also feel like paying for it. They might not feel like paying for it too, so there's also that. Shout out to Zoo, thank you for the $10 dono. Let's go, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. We got how many JoJos? We got the JoJos coming through. 3 JoJos as well. We don't, guys, I don't know what's on game key cards or not. Trust me. If you don't know if it's on one, then I don't know if it's on one. So I'm not gonna be taking 5,000 game key card questions, guys. We will find out when they announce it. So we don't know. It's not announced. So I don't need that. I don't need that today. Like, please. I've already been bombarded with that. Well, I'll tell you when we find out. When we find out, we'll find out, okay? I'm not convinced MS has Switch 2 dev kits yet, but if they do, I'm hoping for a Halo Master Chief Collection. I miss when Nintendo had a variety of good FPS, the N64 era. Yeah, those FPSs that ran at like 15 frames per second. Yeah. Actually, the GameCube actually had a pretty good variety of FPS games as well. Time splitters and stuff like that. But I think Microsoft has one. I think they do. I think they have a dev kit. But yeah, we'll see. Hey, what's up, Pink? How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Shout outs. It's okay, Pink. I like your voice. Your voice is not too deep. It's okay. Don't worry about those weirdos that are saying weird stuff like that. I saw that and my heart sank for a second. That's like the worst thing that you can say to someone. Well, not the worst thing, but that's a bad thing that you can say to someone. Your voice is fine. Your voice is fine. Let's see here. Big fan of everything shown in ZA. Let's see here. And they paid for a cart for Tomodachi. They did pay for a cart for Tomodachi Life, but I think Tomodachi Life, isn't that small enough to be like on the smallest cart? Like not the, or is that on a 64 gigabyte card? Let's see here. Are you a game key card? I might turn into a game key card if people keep on asking me questions, you know? So yeah. Mass Effect Legendary Edition coming to Switch 2. It's possible. Yes, it's possible. Yes, that one's possible. Will you take 6,000 game key card questions? No, I will not. Or if you are gonna ask one, attach it to a $10 dono like Zoo did. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind doing that. Attach it to a $10 donation and I'll take all the questions. But just random, is this gonna? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do that anymore. That's what I'm not doing. When we find out, we'll find out. I'll let you guys know. But I'm not doing the prediction game. Like I said, unless you attach it to a dono, because we already went through all this. So yeah. New segment. Buy before rare. Let's see. Buy these on full card. There you go. Do you think they'll actually release Kingdom Hearts instead of a cloud version? I think Kingdom Hearts maybe get some natural ports. How do you insult GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, Quake, Doom 64? Don't forget the GOAT. That's not the GOAT, but okay, sure.
Here's my Microsoft prediction if anything shows up.
Okay.
Halo Infinite, Starfield, or Forza Horizon.
Halo Infinite, Starfield, or Forza Horizon. How about Perfect Dark? Oh, wait a minute, it got canceled. How about yeah, you know what? I think Microsoft, I think Sea of Thieves. I think Sea of Thieves is a possibility because that's like a big money maker for them. Shout out to Cybertorch. Thank you for the $40 dono. But yeah, Starfield, that was rumored. Starfield was rumored. There's been some other games rumored, so we'll see for sure. We will see. Big love to Cybertorch. 40 on the Hokage board. Anybody else 40 more? You can remember, man. Cybertorch on the board. Let's go. Combo breaks. So yeah, the Nintendo Direct starts at 6 a.m. PT, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Check out my video that I did today. I did a predictions video. I go over the time and everything like that too. So if you want to just have like double the whatever, you can check out that video that I did. Yeah, see, look, somebody talking about AI on the thumbnail. Nobody cares about that. The video has 96.8% likes, has 200 plus comments. So yeah, like once again, I didn't even know, bro. Listen, man, I look for the coolest art, and the art looked cool. And the art looked pretty cool. I just checked. Check out my most recent video. I go over my predictions on there if you want to know my predictions. Put it in your watch later. Watch it before tomorrow. Final Fantasy 14, definitely a possibility because they've been saying that they want to get Final Fantasy 14 on the Switch. On the Switch 1, they said that, or like on. So I'm thinking Switch 2 is a possibility. Game key cards are the new. What time is the Nintendo Direct questions? What was the situation on Switch 1? Switch 1 with third-party games. I forgot what people would always say. God, I forgot like what it was. It was like, are there going to be I forgot what the actual phrasing was though. So yeah, are you a game key card? I'm gonna become a game key card soon, man. I mean, I am basically a game key card to you guys. I mean, I'm not actually physical, you know. It's all digitally, so I actually am a game key card. It's streamed in digital, so I actually have a game key card. Unless you burn me onto a CD or something like that on launch, but I don't offer that. So yeah, I'm also a game key card as well. Let's see here. OJ, why you sold your deck? Bro, I sold my deck because I ate a banana and it was rotten. So I decided to sell my Steam Deck because I ate a banana and it was a rotten, no good, dirty, down low liar. That's why. Just to piss off all the bananas in the banana kingdom. That's why I sold my deck. Kick rocks. Let's see here. Once YouTube dies, OJ, I'm gone for forever, man. If YouTube dies, I'm done. You know what? Twitch, never heard of it. Kick, never heard of it. You know what I'm saying? Facebook Live Gaming, never heard of that either. YouTube is the one and only, the eternal. Justin with the $3 dono.
When do we get Player Essence on Blu-ray? Lol.
I'm gonna release a special edition. I'm gonna call it Black Ray. No, I'm sorry. I'm joking. Black Healy, right? Nah, like maybe one of these days. Maybe one of these days, I'm gonna get it. Let's go. Let's see. Probably no full direct until September. I'm guessing they'll announce release dates on the app. They might have some release dates for Nintendo's first party games like Hyrule Warriors and Kirby tomorrow. To be honest, but we'll see. We'll see what Metroid Prime. There might be a Nintendo Direct solely on Metroid Prime, like a Metroid Prime Direct. So yeah. VHS when? No, never. Too much. So yeah, never. OJ, I got a question. Do you think my Call of Duty or Scarlet Nexus? Ooh, Call of Duty or Scarlet Nexus. I mean, Call of Duty is definitely a possibility because they have that 10-year deal. Scarlet Nexus is also a possibility. That's a pretty old game at this point, but yeah, I mean, it's a crusty old game, but I mean, it's possible for sure. Yeah. Let's see here. Black Key, exactly. Oh man, I feel the need for the bingo card. Yes, the bingo card is coming, boys and girls. The bingo card is coming. Somebody needs to make me a bingo card. I need a third-party bingo card. Cyber Taurus, if you can do the honors, that would be great. Player Essence real coming to kick. Yeah, we out here really, yo. Chances of Red Dead Redemption 2. There's a 50-50 chance that Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming because there's been a lot of leaks and a lot of information. So there's a 50-50 chance that it gets announced. I'm more positive on Red Dead Redemption 2 being announced than not. Stellar Blade Gunner Edition for the Switch 2. Ooh, Gunner Edition. Having Prime 4 date on a news app would be a real disservice to it. Well, they could announce it on the app and then also say we have a direct that's coming for the game. So I think that might be that'd be a pretty big impact as well. FE4 gonna be there tomorrow? Man, we need you to be right, bro. FE, you know what the funniest thing is? So if you guys watch my predictions video that I did today, the funniest thing was I had to put a note in there, previously recorded, because I cut it out of that video, but I had a big segment on potential first party games that are coming over, and I cut that whole segment out. Thankfully, most of the video was on third-party games because that's what the rumors were. Like, hey, it's going to be heavily third-party, focused. So I had a Fire Emblem segment in there, but I had to cut that out. I had to cut that Fire Emblem segment out. So that was hilarious. I was over here MacGyvering my video, bro. I actually had to make a number of adjustments. It wasn't just, cut out that part then upload it. I actually had to do the first part. I had to go and make sure I don't put any of the first part. I had to cut out a whole, a whole segment of first party stuff and all that. That took it was like 5 or 6 minutes. So the video would have been maybe a little bit longer. And then I added a segment at the end talking about what we could see from Square Enix. And if we see like the Hyrule Warriors part, because that Hyrule Warriors part was in the first party segment part, but I'm like, okay, I got to separate it now. So yeah, it was pretty funny. I was definitely pulling a MacGyver this morning. It wasn't just, just drop the video that I made, because there was a lot of stuff that would have caused an issue. The new Dustbloods game is the third party, right? Yes, it's third party, but Nintendo might be publishing that game, so I don't know what the deal is that they have there, if they still own that IP or not. But I mean, for right now, we know that, Dustbloods, it's a third party game, but they might own the rights to that game. I don't know what the deal is there. So yeah. Let me double check. The Duskbloods. The Duskbloods Nintendo. Let's see, the Duskbloods. Let's see what Nintendo said. I don't think they have any page on it yet. They did a creator's voice. Okay, no, the publisher is From Software. Okay, yeah. So, no, it's not it's a third-party game. They have some type of deal. Now, I don't know what their deal is, but it's basically it seems like it's like a third-party exclusive deal. So, From Software will own the IP. They own it, so maybe it can go to other places some other time. But yeah. That's actually a pretty big game, though. That's actually a really big game. That game's probably bigger than people are giving it credit for. I'm not going to sit there and say that it's going to be, like, incredible or amazing, but it's From Software. Most of their games are pretty good, right? People like those games. So I mean, if it's a pretty, you know, if it's as good or if it's better than like Elden Ring Night Rain, for example, I think that'd be a W for sure. Because Elden Ring Night Rain, that is a multiplayer game, right? So the Dustbloods, it's like a PvPvE game. So since it's one of those, right, there's going to be like single player or like content that you can do with like your homies, like cooperative, but then there's also going to be people that you can fight too, right? So if it's as good as Elden Ring Night Rain, or if it's better than Elden Ring Night Rain, that'd be obviously a big game. So yeah. I'm hyped for tomorrow. I don't know why some people aren't. Do they not want third-party games? I think some people were just expecting a first-party stuff to be like announced. I think that's why. Night Rain is not by Miyazaki, but it's built off the bones of what Miyazaki did, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's built off what his vision is. So, like, in terms of like what the Souls type games are. So it's built off the bones of what he did. So I'm not saying that, yeah, it's not a direct Miyazaki game. Obviously, it's not that, but still, it's like something that definitely, you know, came from one of his creations. Let's see. I just wish Dustbloods wasn't multiplayer focused. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I'll be honest, guys. I don't like Elden Ring and all that, so I can't sit here and say that I wish it wasn't. I mean, I might like this one more. I don't know. I have to play it. Obviously, people feel differently because like Elden Ring sells really good and all that, but I don't like Elden Ring. I'm not a big Souls guy, so I'm looking forward to trying this one out because it might be something that I actually want to play. You know, I don't know. I have to try it out though. But yeah, I don't know if I'm not gonna like it until I try it. I might like this one more than his other games. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Elden Ring. And Elden Ring's coming, so like it's not like we're not getting that. We're obviously getting Elden Ring. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan, so I might like this one more. I think this one might be more exciting for me. I'm not sure. But I'm not a big multiplayer guy though. So yeah. I've already played Dark Souls 2. I've played pretty much almost every Souls game. I've played Dark Souls, the original. I'm old school. I'm more old school than you. I started with Demon Souls. Day one. On the PS3. In like 2009. So you don't need to tell me what to play or not, my man. So yeah. Have you or anyone you know of those new gaming glasses that hook your system up to see the screen like a big TV? I have no idea what you're talking about, you know? And I'm not talking about the PS3 remake on the PS5. I'm talking about the old school PS3 game. So I started back then, so I don't really need any game suggestions, you know, when it comes to the Souls games. I don't like them, you know? I'm not a big fan anymore. Justin with the $3 dono.
I tried a game not fully compatible with Switch 2 South Park Fracture, but it worked great, but it's an alright game, just not for me anymore.
Yeah, I played South Park: The Fractured But Whole. I played that on PC, and I stopped playing it. I played it, and it was cool for like, I was like, yeah, cool humor, and it got old real quick. It's a good game though. Like the South Park: The Fractured But Whole, and I played the Stick of Truth. Sorry. I played the Stick of Truth. I didn't play the Fractured But Whole. I played the Stick of Truth. And yeah, it's not for me. But it's a good game though. It's a good game. Let's see here. OJ, he's talking about the Virtue glasses, all the different ones. Yeah, I don't. Gaming Mariner, I don't know, man. I ain't played. I haven't used those, so I have no idea about those. You know. I think John Spalmwave had a video on that. I think they sent me something, but I never ended up doing a video for him. So yeah. Let's see, those glasses that Wood and RGT are pushing. Yeah, I don't know, man. I ain't played. I haven't messed with it. Like I said, I think they sent me something, but I never actually got around to making the video. I had a bad bag for the sponsorship. Like I negotiated a bad deal and I ended up not wanting to do it because it was too low. So yeah, I think I have them though. I have them. They're in my garage, you know. But yeah, that's what happened there. Maybe if they reach back out to me and we can get a better deal, maybe I'll do it. Let's see here. Boo Ops says, hi from France. What's your game of the year at the moment? My game of the year at the moment is it's right now it's clear as Secure Expedition 33, but Donkey Kong is fast rising up the list. So we'll see. The Ventura XR, yeah, I don't know, man. I haven't watched anybody else's videos on them, and I haven't really done it myself, so I can't sit here and say they're good or not or anything. I'll be honest, I don't even really care, about them. So, yeah, one thing about me, guys, is that if I don't care about something, I'm not really gonna spend a lot of time researching it or looking at it. And I'll also be honest as well, like I'm kind of getting a little bit tired of watching other gaming videos. Like a lot of gaming videos are not good in today's day. Not saying that my homies' videos aren't good, but I cover all the same stuff. So like when I'm done with watching, like when I'm done with like researching my own videos and actually watching other videos for research to see what people are saying, I don't really feel like watching a bunch of other videos of people talking about more about games. I just feel like watching like, I feel like watching like Forensic Files, or I feel like watching like historical, history videos, like people who do like the history of video games, or people like, Did You Know Gaming, or like, some other people. I don't really feel like watching gaming news and feel like watching people complain about games and stuff. Like I don't really feel like doing all that, So that's the reason why I don't really be watching a ton of stuff, just because I don't. And also I had my son a year or two ago, so I don't have as much time anymore like I used to. Before in the past I used to. I might catch some of their videos like when I work out, but I just don't be feeling like listening to a bunch of news and listening to a bunch of people complaining about games, and I just don't feel like doing it anymore, So that's the reason why I haven't really watched none of them like with their sponsors and stuff, just because I just don't really feel like doing it right now at this point, So yeah, exactly. I doubt the Expedition 33 developers have kits, at least in a timely fashion, to port the game over at this point. I think that maybe they're probably getting their kits now, or they're gonna have their kits this year, but I don't know if they already have their kits so they're able to get a port of the game already ready for right now. I'd be shocked or surprised if that was the case, So yeah. Hunter x Hunter fighting game. The Hunter x Hunter fighting game, that's already on Switch 1. Alright. I live close to Saint Paul Interactive. They're south of France. Nice. You watch what all dads watch, historic Animal Planet sports stuff. Yeah. I don't really watch any animal stuff. No, I don't watch any animal stuff. But animal stuff is cool. But I don't really watch that. I really watch, like, my favorite channels are, like, retrospective channels. Those are, like, my favorite channels now at this point. Or even, like, history channels. Or even, like, the, that one channel that we, what was it? The Infograph show. Like, they do, like, history stuff, like, with stupid pictures. Stupid like crude drawings and stuff like that. So like I watch stuff like that. I don't watch slop tube. I don't watch clickbait tube. I don't watch a bunch of news. I don't watch all that, just because I already research it. I already see it online all day, people saying the same stuff. So there's really ain't no reason. It don't make me any better for my videos if I'm sitting here just consuming a bunch of slop. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that everybody's a slop, but you guys know what I'm saying, right? Like, so when I'm done with my stream, or when I'm done with like work, like my videos, I'd rather just watch something else that's outside of what I do, It's the same reason why I don't really watch a lot of people that play the same games that I play. Like I watch a lot of people that play different games, because I already play. I'm not gonna watch somebody else play Donkey Kong Bonanza all day. I mean, I might check out like like a beginning video or something like that, but I ain't gonna watch it all day because I'm already playing it. There's no reason for me to sit there and then watch that too as well. Unless it's like a multiplayer game, like, oh, I'll watch somebody play Mario Kart. I play Mario Kart, I'll watch them play like a multiplayer game, but I'm not going to watch them play a bunch of stuff that I play. So I watch people play other games that I don't play, because I'm interested in what, something else, something different, Let's see here. So yeah, I didn't see your other question, Mr. Davis. Put another one. Let's see. Any shot you think Resident Evil Requiem will be for Switch 2? I think it's going to come over, but I don't think it's going to be announced anytime soon. They need to come correct with that bag so you can floss. Yeah, exactly. I pretty much stay in the spawn wave vortex when it comes to videos. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, for me, I watch, whenever I get the opportunity. Like John's videos will pop up in my like next up, or like my notifications. So whenever I'm working out, I'll listen. If I'm working out, if I can catch a video, I'll catch his, or I'll catch Sean's. But like I said, usually when I'm done, a lot of it is stuff that I already cover, so I'm just really looking forward to like watching. Or not looking forward, I just look and see, oh, okay, this one guy that makes retrospectives, he made a video, so I'm gonna watch that. So yeah. Let's see. OJ's favorite gaming streamer is DSP. Absolutely not. There's another channel that I really like, and I forgot the name of his channel. But he's really good. I'm gonna look it up because I want you guys to check it out.
Besides this channel and Switch Up, I avoid gaming videos.
Yeah, I can understand, and it's getting worse and worse now, bro. Shout out to Switch. Switch Up is a great channel. I do check out some of his like technical reviews on game stuff. He's actually a really good channel, so I do like Switch Up quite a bit. So yeah. What was it? I think it's GT Japan. Oh, what's this dude's name, bro? I already forgot his name. His name is, gosh, I'm looking on my sidebar for the people that I'm sub to. And it's, dude, you know what? I don't know where it's at. But he makes retrospective videos and he's really good. God, I forgot his name though, bro. But he makes good retrospectives. Dude's awesome. So yeah. Yeah, but I totally forgot his name. But I like Did You Know Gaming. They're good too. Let's see. Dreamcast guy is my go-to for all non-biased gaming news. Oh man, bro, that's that's hilarious, dude. That is absolutely hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. I finished. I like him, but there's somebody else. It's like GT Japan or something like that. That's what his name is. I'll see, now it's messing me up. GT Japan retro. His channel doesn't like show up in like search results. Here we go. GTV Japan. That's his name. GTV Japan. I don't know why it didn't show up in my little list here. Yeah, it doesn't show up in my freaking list. GTV Japan. This dude's channel is freaking nuts. It's so good. But yeah, he just doesn't, his videos don't show up, but he's got a really dedicated audience of people that watch. But it's not like he gets a ton of views. His views are not crazy, but his retrospectives are really good. He just does it on his side time for fun. So yeah, GTV Japan, that's his name. His videos are great. So there's this channel. I got Strayed Lights when I was at Limited Run store last week. I may try out the Switch 2 as a Dark Souls mechanic to the game. If that's true, I'll get smacked. Yeah. DC guy was decent in 2023. Oh man, crazy. The YouTube algorithm is trash. It's actually really bad. It's actually pretty bad. A lot of the good videos from people, even like my videos, they don't even really show up. I mean, the only videos, they do show up. I'm not gonna say that they do show up, man. But like, the way that you got to do things to get your videos to even show is like you've got to pretty much just like do things how other people do things. Like you got to title your videos certain ways. You got to do really weird things for your videos to even be pushed out in the first place. Like, so that's the problem that I have like with the algorithm, because like if you don't title it a certain way, it's just not going to show up. It's not even based off the strengths of the video itself. It's based off the title and the thumbnail, you know, which is fine. I get it, but you know, it's kind of lame. Joe No Fish with the $1.99. Thank you so much, guys. We are almost at the platinum and a half. Let's go. Angry Video Game Nerd used to be dope back in the day. Yeah, he still makes some pretty good stuff even in today's day. Thank you for the $2 dono. We are what, 21 combos away from a platinum and a half combo breaker. Let's go, man. Thank you so much. I'm worried about the future of the Bayonetta since Kamiya's departure. I'm a huge fan of Bayonetta. Yeah, I can understand that for sure. Understand that for sure. Thank you for the $2 dono, Jono. I have a question, sir. Ask your question, Darius. Do you think we're going to see BioWare Nintendo Direct in the morning? I mean, it's possible for sure, but I don't know if we're going to see it, but it's definitely possible. For the title, we need to talk about such and such. Yeah, it's like, which I don't mind that title as much, but, you know, whatever. You know, there's other little things that you have to do, but in terms of video game stuff on YouTube, one of the few channels I really like watching is Marsh. Just discuss old SMT titles and other obscure horror adjacent games. Yeah, absolutely, Josh. Absolutely. Good channel. Mike Matei hates Echoes of Wisdom. Mike Matei, that guy's crazy, so I don't pay attention to what he has to say because he's kind of a racist and crazy. So I stopped listening to what he had to say after his manifesto came out. So yeah. Yeah, I'm still, actually, I was playing DK today. I was playing DK this morning. Just a little bit, though. I didn't get too much done because my son was just, you know, grabbing on. So, all right, so I put it away so we can play because he woke up, so. We want Mass Effect on Switch 2 because I played it on my PS4, but I want to play it on my Switch 2. Yeah, I hope we get something from Mass Effect. That'd be great. Or we get something from EA with Mass Effect. I'd love to see that. But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. We don't really know, you know, if that's, you know, if that's gonna happen just yet. So yeah, we'll see. Dude had a manifesto. He did. If you can, you can easily look it up. You know what he wrote and what he said about that. I mean, the dude's crazy. I don't think he's all there 100%. You know, I think there's definitely some issues. You know, which we all have issues. We all have our issues, right? Nobody's perfect. We all have our issues, but yeah. Let's see here. I took a survey from Nintendo today. The game cards versus cartridge. Nice. Sounds good. You and Nintendo Prime are the only ones who are streaming at this time in France. Hey, well, let's go. I got a question. Do you think might get game Devil May Cry 5, Resident Evil 4? Yeah, I think it's definitely possible for those games as well. Like, I mean, Devil May Cry 5. I mean, that game. We didn't even get Devil May Cry 4 on the Switch 1. So yeah, I'm hoping that we get Devil May Cry 4 and Devil May Cry 5 on Switch 2 because I don't know what Capcom was thinking not putting Devil May Cry 4 on the Switch 1. So we'll see though. We will see. Resident Evil 4, I mean, Capcom pretty much put like almost all the Resident Evil games right on Switch 1, whether it was a actual native version or a cloud version. So I'm guessing they want to have Resident Evil on as many platforms as possible, you know? So yeah. On many platforms as possible. All right. I would love to see Hi-Fi Rush on Switch 2. I didn't get a chance to play it on the other consoles. You know what the funniest thing is? I played Hi-Fi Rush on this channel. I streamed it, and was anybody here for that stream? Does anybody want to recall what happened when I played Hi-Fi Rush? Oh man, dude, that was a trip. That was so funny. That was so funny when I played that game. Yeah, but on Twitter I wrote like, this is what I wrote, which some people, you know, peeps don't realize Nintendo Direct Partner showcases are going to be significantly better on Nintendo's Switch 2 versus the Switch 1 because of the added power of the system. Not saying all these will happen, but the possibility is far more likely now with Switch 2. So I mean that's what I said. You know, that's what I said on there. I think that's that, and I put, you know, Persona 3 Reload, I put Metaphor ReFantazio, put Expedition 33, Metal Gear Solid Delta. Some people were arguing with me, oh, those games can't come over. You know, or saying, oh, they're all going to be game key cards, or just yelling at me about stuff. Yeah, it was interesting. I think, yeah, once again, it's one of those things where it can definitely happen, you know?
You noped out of Hi-Fi Rush so fast. Lol.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I noped out of Hi-Fi Rush almost instantly. I noped out of Hi-Fi Rush. I was like, yeah, I'm good. It's not a bad game, though. Like, it's actually a really good game. Combo Breakers are also good, too. It's actually a really good game. It just wasn't for me, you know? FF7 won't drop tomorrow because they said the game's coming out in the fall, so it's not going to drop tomorrow. So yeah. So it's all good, though. Let me dream. Let you dream for it. Let's go. Silk Song Shadow Drop. I don't think Silk Song's gonna be Shadow Drop because apparently there's gonna be a demo at a Xbox event. So yeah. Then DK said, "Let there be light." New Tales game announcement. Ooh, new Tales game. I don't think there's gonna be a new announcement of a Tales game, but I think that there's gonna be announcement of maybe like a Tales port. So maybe like Skies or not Skies. Sorry. Tales of Arise, not Tales of Skies. That's Skies of Arcadia. Combining two games here. Tales of Arise finally makes its way over to a Nintendo platform, which, you know, that would be great for the series. In terms of, or that'd be great for that game. There's other Tales games, but I think Tales of Arise gets announced, which I'd probably cop it on Switch 2. I mean, depending on game key card or not, we gotta wait and see. But I'd probably pick it up on Switch 2 at some point, you know, because that game, I got kind of tired of playing it on my PS5, like on the TV. But if it was portable and I can play it during like NFL season or whatever, like I can just like mindlessly grind through it, then I'd probably play it more. But I just got tired of playing it, so I'll probably pick it up if it comes to Switch 2, you know, in some way, like whether on discount or sale or, you know, whatever. So yeah. Shout outs to Crispy Tope with the $1 dono. Hey OJ, can you help me out here? I'm going on a trip in a couple weeks, so I want to access NSO games and may not have internet access all the time. I don't think NSO is streaming, so our games downloaded. Does it require an online check-in? I think it just requires for you to check in to make sure that you have access to the service. So if you check in like before you go, right, you log in and you check in and you have internet and then you go offline, I think you should have access to your games from what I understand. I think you should be good. But somebody in the chat maybe can help me out with that because I have actually never tried that out, Crispy Tofu. But I highly recommend, if you need access, like if you might not have it and you need access for your NSO games, I recommend carrying, I mean, your cell phone, you can tether it to your cell phone if you need to check in. But I'm pretty sure you should be good. I'm pretty sure you should be good. Yeah, there you go. You have to check in one time per week. So check in before you go, you'll be good. You'll have access to your games. And then if you have to, you know, if you're still gone for more than a week and you have to check in, use a Wi-Fi or use your phone to tether. So there you go. I wish Nintendo would pick up Sly Cooper and do something with it, but I'm afraid I don't see that happening anytime soon. Nintendo does not own Sly Cooper, 91 Gamer Boy, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Sly Cooper is a first-party IP owned by Sony. Nintendo cannot just pick up Sly Cooper. That makes no sense. So yeah, that'd be Sony having to do something with Sly Cooper, not Nintendo. Nintendo should get some better announcements, not asking for crazy stuff like new Resident Evil or Final Fantasy state of plays are better than partner showcases. Oof, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow. We will see tomorrow. Trails can come to Switch, but it's unclear what kind of licensing hell they might going for SC2. Trails can come to Switch, but it's unclear. I don't know what you're talking about. Like for SC2, what's SC2? Places, is there anything you might you think might be shown tomorrow? Yeah, I did a whole predictions video, Cold 44. So yeah, check out my predictions video. But I mean, I talked about Age of Imprisonment. I talked about Persona 3 Reload. There's a number of games. So I went over my full predictions in that vid. So check out that vid when you get the opportunity. But yeah, those are some of the Persona 3 Reload. Metaphor is possible, but I don't know if it's going to show up tomorrow. I talked about oh gosh, I talked about what did I talk about? Let me open up my list here. See, that's why I tell you guys watch the videos, because then I forget what I even say. I want to hear you guys' predictions. Yeah, I talked about Borderlands, Final Fantasy, 007. Those could all get new trailers, other stuff. Elden Ring release date, Tekken 8, Red Dead Redemption. You know, updates for Madden, stuff like that. Hades, Star Wars, Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six. So I talked about a number of different third-party games. So yeah. Absolutely. But check out the video. The video is good. I talk about everything on there as well. Let's see here. Trails in the Sky, second chapter. We need to get the first chapter first. So I think that's the... We need to get the first one. So we need to get the first one. Let's get that one out first, then we can think about the second game, because the first game's not even out yet. OJ, do you think the new Bloodstained game will be at the Direct? I don't know if it's going to be at the Direct, but I think it'll be on the Switch 2 eventually. Crispy Tope with another $1 dono. DK dono with the $1. And he says, thanks, man. I appreciate it. One other question. Do you still think that Nintendo has a big unannounced holiday game? Or is it too late to be looking for stuff already announced? I mean, they could, but I doubt it's going to be anything like a massive, you know, brand new Mario or brand new Zelda. I doubt they're going to have anything like that. I think their first party lineup is pretty much already set. And I think that maybe Splatoon Raiders is going to be a game that's going to release this year. And they're going to have more information on that later. So I think, because like they already have a lot of first party published games. I mean, they still have Kirby and the Forgotten Land plus Star Cross World that's coming out. They still have the Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. They still have Kirby Air Riders. They still have Metroid Prime 4. They still have probably Splatoon Raiders for this year. So that's 5 games. We're in August, September, October, November, December. So there's 5 months left. So that would be more than 1 game per a month because they already have at least 5 games, right? And Dragon Drive, I mean, that's a smaller game, but they still have that too. So I don't know if they're going to overload it that much to where they have another game, you know, on top of it. I mean, it's possible, but they already have enough games for pretty much 1 game per a month for the rest of the year. So yeah. What do you think will show? What do you think they will show for Switch 1? Maybe Hades 2? Yeah, Hades 2. There might be some other stuff. I think most of it's going to be Switch 2 games, though. Do you think that the new Bloodstained game... Okay, I already read that. My bad. I thought you said Dusk Bloods. Okay, so yeah, I answered that. So I don't know if it's going to be there, but we'll see. I doubt they even had a dev kit to get that game even going. We need Shenmue HD on Switch 2. Do we? Maybe the new Digimon? Yes, the new Digimon game is a possibility. I think that game definitely needs a Switch 2 version if they want to have any traction in Japan. We saw what's happening with Monster Hunter Wilds, how that game's kind of fallen off. Capcom has announced, you know, hey, it's kind of fallen off a little bit, so they have to get some updates out for the fans to be more excited about that. So yeah, absolutely, you know? Absolutely. Thank you for the $1 dono though. I appreciate that, Crispy. I'm copping Drag and Drive. Yeah, Drag and Drive. Let's go. Drag and Drive. We out here. We out here ready to go on Drag and Drive, man. I agree. Metroid Prime would be nice. Metroid Prime's not going to show up tomorrow. It's not going to show up tomorrow. That's a first-party game. Retro Studios is a first-party owned studio, so I think that it's not going to show up. To my knowledge, there's never been a first-party owned studio game that shows up at a Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. So I doubt that that's going to show up. What's, I think you meant OJ? Think about the possibility of Call of Duty. I mean, Call of Duty's definitely possible. Definitely possible. For sure. 100%. But we'll have to wait and see, though, you know? Kind of dumb question, but the Partner Showcase is going to be streamed, right? I remember back in the Partner Showcase was just directly uploaded. Yeah, I think it's going to be a stream because they're telling me to notify me. I mean, back in the day when it was just uploaded, I think those were like before YouTube premieres were even a thing. So like we still have that, but they'll just do a premiere where it's streamed that it goes directly to video afterwards. So I don't think they do the direct uploads. I think they do either YouTube premiere or they do like they just like play a video and it's streamed from there, you know? But it's a video that they have. Some social media person is just like, click, drop, play. You know, it's not like they're like streaming it like I'm streaming it. It's just there's a video that they have, and they put it in their their editor, and they just play it to the feed so you guys can see it stream. But it's a video. It's definitely a video. You know, so let's see here. OJ, did Nintendo and Microsoft agree to COD should be day and date? Yes, they did agree that it should be day and date and feature parity. That's what I remember, but I know for sure feature parity, but I'm not 100% sure on day and date, but we'll see once again. They didn't say when the contract starts though. So I don't think there was like it has to start on this day this time. So it could start next year, it could start the year after, you know? I don't know all the details. I do not know all the details with that. Let's see. I think more likely is Hades 2 could drop because they've been teasing 1.0. I think they might want to have like a marketing lead up to that game because it is a pretty big independent game. So I think they probably want to actually talk about it more leading up to the launch. So I think they'll probably give a release date, and then say, hey, I don't think it's gonna be like a shadow drop if that's what you're saying. And if you're not saying that, then okay, I agree with you. But I think it's gonna be like they're gonna give a release date for the game. But that's a big game as well. Like Hades 2, that's a big game. So I think that Nintendo's gonna want to carve out some time, for that, you know. So I think that's gonna be another thing as well. All right, if you guys have questions, go ahead and tag me at Player Essence, hashtag Player Essence, Player Essence by itself. So yeah. True, I was saying that there's a shadow drop that could be a contender, a Keighley contender. Keighley, are you talking about for the Game Awards? Yeah, they're not. I don't think they're gonna shadow drop Hades 2. No, I don't think they're. I think they're gonna announce a release date. Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna shadow drop it. Hoping for info on Deca Police. No info on Deca Police until the anime and the game are ready. So Deca Police is 2026. So I'm guessing that it's gonna show up at a level 5 event. But yes, you are right though. There is a possibility. Deca Police would be great. Oh my god, I'd love to see an update on Deca Police running on Switch 2. That would be awesome. And listen, Deca Police was first revealed at a Nintendo Direct, so there is a chance, but I'm guessing they want to wait till there's more of a solid release date and the anime is all set. So I'm guessing they're going to do it at their own event, but you're right though, like it is a possibility for Deca Police, you know? So yeah. Silksong's already confirmed, they already reconfirmed Silksong. Silksong's already been, it was at the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct back in April, and then Microsoft also stated that there's going to be a demo, you know. So we're good. We're good on Silksong, guys. It's happening, okay? It's happening. So it is going to happen. Overall, you know, it's going to happen. I don't think Red Dead Redemption is showing up. Rockstar does their own thing. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's possible, but yeah, I mean, sometimes they just announce it on their own, but yeah, we will see. Probably shouldn't get too excited, but it has to come out eventually. For what game? Silksong? Oh, okay, yeah, eventually it'll come. It'll come out eventually. You know, it will come out eventually for sure. It will come out eventually. Let's see here. Hey, shout outs. Yo, what's up, Gloria? Welcome. Good to see you here. Welcome to. Glad you can catch some of the stream. I know you're usually working or busy with family, but I'm glad to see that you can actually catch some of the stream today. Let's go. Good stuff. Good stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if Rayman Legends is there tomorrow for the partner direct. Rayman Legends? I don't think we're going to see Rayman Legends because that game's already playable on the Switch 2 and it actually plays just fine on there. Runs at a perfect 60, runs at 10. The game's already clean. I don't think we're going to see Rayman Legends. But I mean, like a Switch 2 version of Rayman? I mean, maybe. I mean, they could, but I don't know. I don't think so. But we'll see. We'll find out. Rayman Legends is on Switch. Yeah, it's on Switch 1, and it runs at 60. I mean, there's some frame rate dips here and there. It's not the best conversion, but I mean, if you play the game on Switch 2, it smooths all that out. So, yeah, I don't know if we'll see Rayman Legends. That game's old at this point, but it's possible for sure. I mean, but that game's about 12 years old now, so I mean, I don't know if we'll see that. Rayman Origins could use a remaster, though. Rayman Origins. Yeah, maybe. I just don't know if they're going to do anything with... I think they're working on a new Rayman game. So I think that maybe they're going to move forward with the new Rayman game. But yeah, Rayman Origins, that's the game on the Wii, right? That was a Wii game, PS3, 360. So I think that's definitely possible. But yeah, I don't maybe a collection of Rayman Legends and Rayman Origins, both of them in a double pack. You know? Maybe something like that. Cyber Torch with the $5 dono says, card version 1 in your DM. Okay, card version 1. Wait, Cyber Taurus, do you want me to show it now, or should we wait for tomorrow? Should we wait for tomorrow for that, Cyber Taurus? Thank you for the $5 dono. Yo, let's go, guys. Let's keep up the platinum streak that we have here. Platinum and a half. coming up at 150. We are at 132 combos. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Times 2. We should actually put the streak over here, like overclock or like platinum streak. We should probably put it underneath the overclock or buy that. I think that'll look a little bit better. But anyway, I'll figure it out. I'll tinker with it later. I need to completely rearrange the layout here. I need to definitely rearrange it. Let's see here. Shout outs to my man Cybertours. Thank you for the $5 and upping the Hokage lead to 45. Anybody does 45 or more, you get my man Cybertours on the board. Hey yo, let's go. Let go. Where is Capcom with my Mega Man Legends remakes? I know, seriously, we need those. Nintendo, we need those, man. We need them. We need the Mega Man Legends. I'm just not sure if they're really happy about Mega Man Legends. Like, do they actually even want to do anything with Mega Man Legends? Like, what is going on, you know, with Mega Man Legends? What is going on with that game? So yeah, we'll see, man. We will see what's going on. We'll see if that's something that they want to actually do or not, you know? They have no love, straight up. No love, straight up. I agree with you, man. What's going on with that? No love for Mega Man Legends at all. They need to get something done with that, dude. Matt, I'd be satisfied with the port of Rayman 2 or 3 or Rayman stuff. Just has to happen. Yeah. I'm super excited for the Direct tomorrow. Nice. Sands of Time remake. I don't think Sands of Time remake is going to be there. Not yet. I don't think it's going to be there. That game's 2026. I think they're probably going to want to show it off at like a Ubisoft event, right? Like their Ubisoft Directs that they have. So I'm guessing that it's going to be not at the Nintendo Direct. But we'll see. Let's see if I can go for 2 for 2 on bingo cards. Last one I made, we got a bingo. Yes, we did. We did get a bingo. Yeah, let him stew. Okay, I got you. Okay, Cybertoast. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to pull up the bingo. I'm going to pull up the bingo card. So yeah, I'm going to pull it up. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So, let's take a look. All right, so Nintendo Direct bingo card. Hades 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Professor Layton, Sea of Thieves, Persona 3 Reload, Farming Simulator, Metaphor Refantasio, Resident Evil, Hyrule Warriors, Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, Halo Infinite, Free Space, heyo, Elden Ring, Tales of Arise, Monster Hunter, Star Wars, Chrono Trigger, Tekken 8, Sonic Racing Cross World, Final Fantasy 9. Ooh, I like that one. Final Fantasy 9 Remake. Red Dead Redemption. NIS America. So anything from them, you know, you have like Trails and all that. Grand Theft Auto. Lies of P. This is a really good bingo card. This is a really, really, really good bingo card. A lot of, oh, and did I say Hyrule Warriors? Metaphor Refantasio, Resident Evil, Hyrule Warriors, Call of Duty. I don't remember if I said that or not. I'm stupid. Okay, either way, whatever. This is good, man. This is good. I can see us getting a bingo. This is fantastic, Cybertours. I love it. I love it. I've never been a big bingo card person, but everybody else likes to make bingo cards, so I like to talk about you guys' bingo cards. I'll never make one myself, but I'll let other people make one, and then I'll be like, ooh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's a bingo card, so I don't know. All of this is probably not going to happen. Now, are all of these franchises going to end up on Switch eventually? Yes. All of these franchises will eventually end up on Switch too. Like, because a lot of this stuff is like, you know, this is confirmed. We're going to have another Farming Simulator. Confirmed. Call of Duty. That's pretty much confirmed. That's pretty much confirmed. Monster Hunter's coming. Star Wars, there's always Star Wars. Confirmed. Probably. Confirmed. Maybe, right? So a lot of this stuff is already kind of confirmed. So it's a good bingo card. It mixes in stuff that we know, and if we'll see it tomorrow, and then also stuff that's like been rumored and other stuff. So it's actually pretty good. It's not outlandish, you know? So hopefully we get a bingo. Hopefully we get a bingo tomorrow. I think we're looking for a bingo. We're looking for a bingo, man. We are looking for it. Dude, I want all this stuff on the bingo card. Yeah. You know what? The funny thing is that this Nintendo Direct Mini has actually got Miss Click talking, and you know, actually discussing things again, which is so good because she's been going through a lot. So it's actually good to see Miss Click fight back, like, you know, fight a little bit online. She's been, you know, chill. She's been taking care of stuff IRL and streaming, but it was good to see her get a little spicy online. I like that. So I definitely think that this is going to be a fun Nintendo Direct, you know? Definitely going to be a fun Nintendo Direct. Cyber Torch with the $5 dono says, I went a little ambiguous on Star Wars because they love to drop those old games on us. Yeah. Or it could be some type of new random, here's Super Plutonium, Super Star Wars phaser shooter, you know, or some type of racing phaser shooter, or something silly that's going to be shut down like 5 months after it comes out. So yeah, there's they can definitely do that for sure. Big love though. Ooh, Rogue Squad. Oh, NSO. Yeah, NSO Rogue Squadron. Combo breaks. Let's go. Big love. Let's see here. That's good. Monster Hunter and GTA are the only ones that don't make any sense in my opinion. I mean, Monster Hunter always makes sense because you never know when they're going to announce a Monster Hunter, you know, for Nintendo platforms. So Monster Hunter always makes sense, but I can understand GTA maybe not making some sense. But I mean, it's possible. Listen, there's been remakes, rumors of GTA, so I would say this with Nintendo. Whenever it doesn't make sense, it could make sense. I remember, let me give you an example. There were people that were swearing up and down that there is no chance ever that there would be The Witcher 3 on the Nintendo Switch 1. That there was no chance, it makes no sense, there's no way it's going to happen. And then The Witcher 3 showed up. People did the same thing with Nier Automata. I said the same thing with Nier Automata. I was like, no, I don't think so. No, probably not. And then it showed up. So I would say never when it comes to making sense or not. There's always that game that sometimes that just comes out of left field, you know? Let's see here. Same with Assassin's Creed. We could get Shadows, Mirage, or heck, maybe even Valhalla. For all we know, maybe. Yeah. Yes, I mean, it doesn't make sense for the direct at time. Yeah, and that's what people were saying with The Witcher 3. Back in 2018, people were saying it doesn't make sense for The Witcher 3 to be, or 2017. Actually, the rumor was in 2017. 2017 or early 2018. I forgot exactly when people were saying that doesn't make sense. There's no way, you know? So people were saying the same. That's all I'm saying. Like, people were saying the same thing. I'm not saying that there's going to be GTA there. I'm not saying that there's going to be, you know, Monster Hunter there. Like, you're right. Maybe it doesn't make sense for right now. They need some more time or whatever, you know? But I'm just saying, like, you never know with these things. You never know. That's all I'm saying. Let's see here. Was Death Stranding on the bingo card? No, it was not on the bingo card. No, but it's been rumored. I know Beat 'em Up said that, you know, it's he thinks that he's got some information that Death Stranding is going to be there. But the problem with Wood's rumor was that he said that it's Animal Crossing was going to be there, and clearly this is a partner showcase, so Animal Crossing is not going to be there. So I mean, listen, he was right on the direct, but we don't know, you know. We don't know what he said, if it was going to be correct or not. But he did get the fact that there was going to be a direct coming up, right? So he did get that. So, yeah. So, Sub Casual Noob. Hellraiser game? Nah, I don't think we're going to see that crusty Hellraiser game. But yeah, for those who won't like it, I think that's going to be PlayStation and Xbox PC. Animal Crossing too soon. Yeah, a little bit too soon. A little bit too soon. I think that we'll see. We'll probably get the first Animal Crossing teaser or revealed next year, because that'll be about 6-7 years. So they like to do Animal Crossing every 6-7 years. So 2020, we're in 2025, so it's been 5 years. So maybe next year they announce it and it releases the following year after that. So 2027. That's what I'm guessing. So that'll be a clean 7 years from the last one. What is in the doghouse on rumors? A new Pokemon Gacha game on mobile? Well, why would they do that? They already announced all that on, what's it called? At the Pokemon Presents. There's no point. Bigger install base. Yeah, I mean, Animal Crossing's always a game that drives install base too. Animal Crossing is definitely an install base driver as well, because they'll do a special edition. They'll probably do something where they bundle it. So a lot of Animal Crossing fans, they're going to go out and pick it up as well. But yeah, obviously having a bigger install base would be good for the game, but you know, it's one of those games that also drives the install base too, and like Nintendo will do special editions with it and stuff. So yeah. Let's see here. I was joking. That's real. Yes, the Pokemon. You didn't watch the Pokemon Presents? You didn't see that? It looks like you skipped the Pokemon Presents. Don't talk about Pokemon games if you don't watch Pokemon, if you don't know what's going on with Pokemon. Yes, they announced multiple mobile games at the Pokemon Presents. I don't think they announced any gacha games, but I mean, they announced mobile games at the Pokemon Presents. Honestly, besides release dates, I want a lot of Switch 1 upgrades. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a ton of Switch 1 upgrades at this show, but I think they definitely could, you know, there could be something overall. But yeah, I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. I had to get out of this Twitter thing that I was in. Just wanted to get out. My phone's about to die, so I got to charge it before I got to charge my phone before it completely dies tonight while I'm streaming. All right. Let's see here. Tekken 8 for Switch 2 says House Gang. Yeah, Tekken 8. That could be a good one as well. That can definitely be a good one. Tekken 8. Another good one. Another good one. Tekken 8. Tekken 8 for the win. Who else wants to see Tekken? Any other fighting games that you guys want to see? On Switch 2? Any other big fighting games? That'd be great, man. Tekken was already rumored. So it's possible that Tekken's like a thing, right? Like, because that was already rumored, and there was like a leak, like SKU leaks for that. So I think Tekken's definitely a possibility. Big love though, guys. How many? We're going further than beyond. We are. Oh my goodness, we're already 2 hours plus into this show. Let's go. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button, I don't know what's taking you so long to hit the like button. We're only at 145 likes. That's actually not too bad. But let's see if we can get to 175 likes. So we need about, what, 30 more likes for that one. Let's see if we can get that. Get some of the Elite Ninja that don't get notifications. Let's get them in here. We're also very close to a platinum and a half combo as well. So keeping that platinum streak going. So we are 8 combos away from that. Let's go. Combo breaks, guys. I appreciate you guys' support. Big love to Cyber Taurus with the last 2 as well. Let's get some more of your what's it called, your predictions for the show. Killer Instinct remake again. Killer Instinct remake again. I don't know what that means. So like what, the Killer Instinct game? So remake the remake? Okay. VK Bonanza just crashed on my Switch 2 for the first time. I had to shut it down completely. Probably just had it running for too long. Yeah, maybe. I haven't had it crash on me yet. That's the first report that I've heard of it crashing, but I'm guessing, yeah, you probably had it running. You probably put it in sleep, right? You didn't turn it off. You got to be careful with games like that have like all that destruction and all that, because it saves it. So if you leave it on for too long, something might mess up. Yeah. Sorry to hear about that though, bro. Tekken 8 would be crazy. That'd be cool. We need GBA Legacy, a Goku trilogy for Switch. Do we? Do we need that? Yeah, it'd be nice if they actually brought some of those old games over. I'm just terrible at fighting games. I don't want to learn them, but I do think they are cool. That's how a lot of people are. A lot of people don't want to learn fighting games. They're terrible at them. They just don't want to learn them, you know? I guess they'll discuss more on the updates on the eShop and the Direct, because the maintenance they're doing for it should be interesting what they do there. Well, no, they don't. Whenever they do updates for like the maintenance on the eShop 91 Gamer Boy, it's not because they're going to talk about upgrades or anything for the eShop. It's just because there's a bunch of new stuff that they need to upload on the eShop. So there's like new games that they're going to say, hey, pre-order, or demos, or whatever the case is. So they have to do the maintenance as they load in all of those different things and get those ready to go live. So it's not because they're going to have a bunch of eShop updates when it comes to games, or when it comes to like the eShop like running better, or the eShop having new features. It's just because they're getting ready to, you know, do that. If that's what you meant though, then yes, I agree. If that's what you meant, but I don't think there's not going to be any like eShop upgrades in terms of a different layout, or like, oh wow, they added new features. You know, that's not what they're doing. When they do the maintenance, it's because there's going to be new games that, you know, they have to add the trailers, they have to add like the pre-order, they have to add all the links and all that type of stuff. So that's what it is. So if you were saying that, then yes, I agree with you, you know. So yeah. Do partner showcases usually have NSO app drops? If so, maybe we get Sonic Adventure. I don't know if it does or not. I don't remember, I'll be honest, but yeah. So yeah. Doom the Dark Ages. There's been rumors about Doom the Dark Ages, Felipe, but I'm not sure what's going on there, you know? I'd love to see Baldur's Gate 3 or Mass Effect Legend Edition. Yes, we've had a lot of people ask for Baldur's Gate 3 and also for Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I'm hoping both of those come over. I mean, there's a possibility for Baldur's Gate because Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 are on Switch 1. Divinity Original Sin or Divinity game, that's on Switch 1. So I'm guessing Baldur's Gate 3, that can happen too, you know? I don't know about Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm not sure about that. Hope we get... Ooh, Age of Calamity free update would be a good one to announce. Hey, look, we got a free update for Age of Calamity, and we've also got a Age of Imprisonment release date. I can see that coming too, yeah. That'd be good. Casual noob. I would go right back to playing Age of Calamity. I'd go right back. I could finish all the DLC, or at least just go back and check it out. FF9 Remake, that's on the bingo card. That would be a great place to announce it, would be at the Nintendo Direct. That'd be such a great place to announce the game. It really would. It really, really, really would. If we get Chrono Trigger and Mass Effect tomorrow, I will jump force so loud. I will jump force so loud you'll hear me from Cali. Bro, if we get Chrono Trigger for Switch 2, I don't know what I will do. I will hit this mouse over my head. I'll just do boom, one good smack of this mouse. I don't even know how to act, bro. I'll give it one good smack of the mouse over the head. That's what I'll do. Grounded 2. Grounded 2. Maybe. Not realistic. I don't, man, never say never. We'll see. So, blame me for the partner showcase. They did warn that it's going to be heavy on the third party, so that was a warning beforehand. Does Partner Showcase have a history of showing new first-party games? I guess not. No, it does not have a history. If they do have first-party games, it's games that are the IP that another developer is making the game. So, like, let's say a Hyrule Warriors or like a Kirby Air Riders or something like that, to where it's not in-house developed by Nintendo. But no, there is not a good history. The only history that we have is, like, there's been a couple times. I think Age of Calamity was at a Partner Showcase. That might have been. But I know for sure Endless Ocean, Luminous, that was also at a Partner Showcase, and that's a first-party IP. So yeah. But no, don't expect big first-party games and all that. It's a Partner Showcase. That's third-party. It's partners. It's not first-party games. So, yeah. Devil May Cry Volume 2 collection with Emo, Dante, 4, and 5. That's not happening. But it'd be awesome. The one was Endless Ocean Luminous. I think Nintendo put Kirby in separate. Sakurai Presents. Okay, yeah. So like I said, it's possible because, you know, Sora's developing, you know, actually we don't even really know the real developers behind Kirby Air Riders outside of Masahiro Sakurai and Sora, whatever he has. But we don't know who else is helping him with that. So, I mean, it's a possibility that gets a date, but we'll see. Bubsy 3D. Bubsy 3D remake would be nice. That would Bubsy 3D remake. Bubsy's trash. That game's garbage. I used to play it back in the day and think that it was good. It's actually garbage, but it's a meme at this point. FF9 remake announcement will break me too many games. This direct could pop off so hard. It really could. So yeah, the best announcement we had was SMT. I don't remember interesting announcements for other partner showcases. Yeah, then you don't remember because Nier Automata, Persona 3, 4, and 5 were all announced at a partner showcase. So yeah, you definitely don't remember because those two announcements are better than the SMT announcement that we got. Because I think you mean SMT 3, that game. But yeah, there was definitely better ones. Persona 5, to be exact, was definitely better. Persona 5 Royal, Persona 3, Persona 4, and Nier Automata. Those were all announced at a partner showcase. So yeah. Let's see here. Astral Chain Metroidvania style game. That'd be interesting. I don't think it's gonna happen, but that'd be interesting. Mac Mega with the Ninja Peach.
Good evening, OJ and the Ninja Village.
What up?
Do you think there'll be any third-party Switch 1 game enhancements announcements in tomorrow's Direct? Or are Switch 2 upgrades considered small potatoes? Also, can you play Creative Exercise from Mario Kart World PLS?
Yeah, I can. Creative Exercise. Mario Kart World. Creative Exercise, Mario Kart World. Let's go. Thank you so much for the $5 dono. 147 on the combo break. 3 combos away. Mac Mega, thank you for that. And yeah, to answer your question, yeah, there definitely could be some updates that are announced at the Nintendo Direct. Like if they have like a new game coming or a port coming, they say, hey, we're also going to be updating this. So that's definitely possible as well. Yep. Nintendo's actually going pretty hard on the they have their own games that they're updating. They did Splatoon 3. So I think that that's definitely something that Nintendo could say, hey, let's put together a package of like 12 games that are getting updates. That I like, put like in a sizzle reel. That would be, or like I'll spend 30 seconds to a minute talking about 5 or 6 games that are getting updates from Switch 1 on Switch 2, you know? So I think that would be pretty cool. Thank you for the $5, Mr. Mac Mega. Let's go. SMT5, I remember those ones. SMT5 was originally announced not at a partner showcase. That was announced at a Nintendo Switch 1 presentation. That was the original announcement of SMT5, was at the Nintendo Switch presentation 2017. Later, it was announced as a worldwide release at a partner showcase, I think in 2020, but they didn't show any gameplay. So yeah, it was a good announcement, don't get me wrong, that the game wasn't dead, but I definitely think the Nier Automata and the Persona 5 announcements were better because we didn't know those were coming. They weren't previously already announced. SMT5 was previously already announced, and they've already stated that we're working on the game. So that's the reason why I don't think that announcement was as good. Or even like SMT3, that was an okay announcement, but I don't think that's as big as Persona 5, Persona 3, Persona 4, and Nier Automata. So I still don't think SMT was bigger than Nier Automata and Nier Automata. That game was, nobody thought that game was coming. So that was very surprising. And once again, Persona 5, we had people literally say on my own channel for years that there's no chance in hell that Persona 5 is coming to the Switch. You guys remember that saga? Do you guys remember that saga? That saga was a thing where people literally was coming to my stream every time, any video that I made, downvoting all my videos saying there's no chance, it's a PlayStation exclusive, blah blah blah, right? Like, so the fact that they actually had it, like they announced it on Xbox and then it finally got announced for Switch, you know, so yeah. But it's all good. Don't think Nier Automata is a good version, but whatever. Hey, it is what it is. However you feel. Whatever you feel. It actually runs a bit better than SMT5 does on the base vanilla Switch. And SMT3 is kind of jank. It's kind of jank on Switch 1 as well because they messed up that port too. So, I mean, I don't know if SMT5 or SMT3 actually run any better or a better version in terms of how they run than Nier Automata, to be honest. And I played through all the games. SMT5 on Switch 1 is very it's framey. It's framey at times. SMT3, it's there's some issues. There's some issues with that as well. So yeah. Let's see here. Wish I could interact with the stream more, but I'm stuck I suck at talking. Can't think of a single thing to say. Well, if you have any predictions, Roadhouse, feel free to put those in there. 007 Nightfire? Yo, let's go. SMT5 is 100% crusty with... Yeah, the frame rates... But it's good because the battles are okay. But the frame rate, like, outside of... Even, like, in the cutscenes and stuff, it's just kind of... It's not a great conversion, but it's all good. Excuse me. Let's see here. Call of Duty, Tekken 8... Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Kingdom Hearts Collection. Yo, shoutouts, let's go. It's all good, though. It's all good. But, I mean, we're not talking about how eventually the game turned out. Like, we're talking about the announcement. You know, the announcement of it. We already knew SMT was coming. We already knew SMT5 was coming. We had no idea Nier Automata. So we're talking about, like, the best announcements, not how you felt about the game afterwards. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the announcement, not what you liked the most. The announcement of Nier Automata was a crazier announcement at a partner showcase than SMT5 getting a worldwide release date and then reconfirming the game is actually not dead. They already announced the game. That was where all the surprise was. Don't get me wrong. It was cool to see SMT5 show up. I agree. That was cool. But we already knew it was coming. We were waiting. We were predicting it to come at every single event. So I don't see that as a better announcement than Nier Automata, in my opinion, once again. Because we didn't know Nier Automata was coming at all. That's a bigger announcement than a game that was already announced, you know? Let's see here. Sparking Zero. Yeah, that'd be good. Sparking Zero would be good. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? I forgot how to whistle. I cannot. I used to know how to whistle when I was younger, and I literally don't know how to whistle anymore. So I don't whistle. I don't whistle at all. Absolutely. Best announcement is subjective. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, but your opinion is being affected by how you felt the game was when you played it afterwards. And that's not what announcements are. Announcements are, wow, shock of, okay, this game is coming. You're complaining about the game isn't a good version of the game, but you weren't saying that when it was announced. You didn't know. You didn't play it. So you're going based off of how it played. And you also ignored the fact that SMT5 did not play great. So what I'm saying, like, you're adding a bunch of caveats to make your point. You see what I'm saying? Like, the announcement was something that was already revealed. I think, to me, what's exciting, and I would say this is subjective, but this is objectively correct. Announcements of games that we didn't know that were already announced are more exciting than announcements of games that, like, were brand new. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, Elden Ring. Let's say they announce Elden Ring again for Switch 2. Or they announce Metaphor ReFantazio. Which one's more exciting? You know, the more exciting announcement is the game that we didn't know that was already coming. I think most of us can say, yeah, that's the more exciting announcement if you don't have a bias on what you already like more or not. We already know Elden Ring is coming. We're already aware that that's coming. If they give it a date, they say, oh, now it's coming out worldwide by this day. It's like, okay, great. We know that. But Metaphor would be the more exciting announcement or the better announcement because we already know Elden Ring. Or even like FF7 Remake. We already know FF7 Remake. FF7 Remake might be better. The conversion of FF7 Remake might be better when we play it at the end of the day, but we're talking about the announcement. You know, that's what I'm talking. I'm talking about the announcement of it. We did not know Nier Automata was coming. We did not know. We knew SMT5 was coming. They had already talked about it a number of times and saying that it's still in. So that's all I'm trying to say, man. I'm not trying to say that one game's better or way better than the other game. I'm just telling you, like, hey, new announcements of games that we didn't know are more exciting and better of games that were already announced at previous shows. You know, that's all I'm trying to say. How many of these games won't be game keycards? I don't know. I'm not answering any game keycard questions because I don't know. So once they announce the games, we'll find out. And if the game keycard is the boogeyman for you, then don't buy it. Play it on Xbox or PlayStation or whatever, you know? So I'm keycarded out. Just don't buy them. If it's not good enough for you, then don't buy it, you know? So yeah. I also have something off topic. I had to come here upon hearing about Shannon Sharpe. I don't know, something about it kind of amusing after being on your streams for so long. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to add to the Shannon Sharpe situation. You know, he got sued, he got tricked, he got sued. You know, the lady got her money. You know what I'm saying? He got her money. He said some stupid stuff. People warned him about it. He didn't listen. He got hooked. He got hooked, line, and sinkered by an OnlyFans girl. She tricked him out for his money. You know, they settled. Then he got fired by ESPN. I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is. At least he has his own media company. He has his own media. He makes his own money. He has his own stuff, but he probably ain't getting that $100 million deal that he had lined up, ready to go before all this came out. So it sucks. It is what it is, but what can you do? That's it. You know, that's what it comes down to. So I don't have anything else to add. Bro, podcasters are having a bad day between him and Gilbert Arenas. Yeah, I know, man. Seriously. I think we'll see Monster Hunter Wilds tomorrow. I don't know if we'll see Monster Hunter Wilds tomorrow. I don't know if we'll see that, but it's always possible, right? Yeah, it sucks too, man, because people literally let him know. Monique let him know on his the Club Shay Shay, or not Club Shay Shay. Like, she let him know, like, what are you doing, man? Like, get yourself, you know, you don't even got to be the same age as you. Get yourself like a 30-something-year-old lady that still looks good, that can, you know, take care of you, that can take care of your house, and just be there for your support. Like, what are you doing? You know, so I am disappointed in that, because I don't think that's the values that his grandma instilled in him. I don't think those are his grandma's values. I don't think that's what she would have liked for him. And I think I'm even being a little bit too personal right now. I probably shouldn't even say that, but he always talks about his grandma, right? He always talks about what his grandma told him and stuff like that. So I think that, and people literally let him know, you should stop doing that. Cat Williams told him, Monique told him. I mean, he was warned many, many, many times that he needs to stop. So Yeah, whatever. Sucks though. Massive Rican and Mac Mega.
I'm kind of coming around to the whole game keycard thing, especially if the game is over 16 GBs. Even 32 gigabytes cards are hella expensive. Person shrugging, light skin tone.
Yeah, I mean, like, I still want the regular on full card though, but I feel you on that one.
New Persona black keycard, Keith Lee, tears of joy.
New Persona on the all black key card on the black Keeley. Yo, let's go. Combo breaks to going further beyond, so you guys know what time it is. Platinum and a half streak limit break. Live in the house. Shout outs, guys. Buster Sword, platinum and a half. We are actually on our way 2 times platinum. We got the streak going, guys. If you guys notice, I actually added something in here. Platinum streak whenever we hit the 100 combos or more. We're at 153 combo overclock. Appreciate that, guys. I gotta start getting some new stuff though. We gotta start getting some new rewards, some new things for you guys when it comes down to it. So we'll get that going as well. We gotta get that going. Big love to Massive Rican and Mac Mega dropping some dollars in the pockets. Appreciate you guys, man. Seriously. Remember, if you drop a dono, you could also put a music request too. So Mac Mega, Massive Rican, if you guys want something, let me know. You don't gotta drop another one. You can just put it in the chat and I got you. So yeah, the girl wasn't even, listen, I'm not even gonna comment on her looks and all that, but I mean, clearly I don't know what Shannon's doing, bro. Like, I have no idea what he's like. I don't know why he's gonna lose his bag because of that. Like, that's not something that you lose your bag over. That's not, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why he didn't listen to Monique. I don't know why he didn't listen to Cat Williams. I don't know why, especially after Cat Williams had such a big, that's his most viewed, one of the most viewed videos ever in YouTube history. I don't know why he didn't listen to him. Everyone's saying that he's saying facts. I don't know why he didn't. I don't know. Shannon Sharp is way too old for him not to be listening to good advice from Monique and from Cat Williams. That makes, I'm third party mad for him. I'm like vicariously mad for him because most brothers in entertainment media do not get the opportunity to make that type of money. And I wanted to maybe one of these days be a part of his network, you know? I wanted to maybe pitch an idea to where I can be integrated as like a gaming sector and I can run that as part of his network that he has. I really wanted to do that. I was trying to put together a pitch one of these days, but without him getting that $100 million deal, I don't know if that's going to happen now. So I was thinking about maybe putting together a pitch where we can do something there and we can have a gaming sector of his, you know, of his club, of his media thing. But without that $100 million, I don't know if the funding's going to be there. So I was actually kind of like thinking, hey man, hey, you might want to do something in gaming. I'm here for you, brother, you know? So yeah. Because I saw that he had Kai Cenat on. I'm like, well, Kai's not known for necessarily gaming, but, and I'm nowhere near as big as Kai. Obviously, Kai's the biggest streamer, but still, I was thinking maybe, you know, if he has extra funding, then he'd listen to pitches. He'd listen to pitches for different sectors of his media empire, you know. So I thought maybe I could run it for him, or not run the whole thing, but have a section of it, you know, be part of it. So yeah. Yeah, there you go. Starting a conversation right there. There you go. Let's see here. Battlefield 6 on Switch 2. I don't know, man. EA, I don't think they're gonna really worry about Switch 2 when it comes to stuff like that. I don't think so, but you never know, right? Like, I don't know if I think EA is just gonna put like older stuff like Jedi, like single player stuff. I don't think they're gonna put like the big multiplayer, you know, rah games on there and stuff like that. But that's just, like I said, I could be wrong. Huddy with the $5 dono. Says tomorrow's my birthday. Thanks for the thanks for the direct. Heard from a reliable source that Skies of Arcadia Remastered is getting announced. Clown face. Yeah, I heard from a reliable source as well. The source was called it's called Hate the Nate. His name is called Hate the Nate. And he told me that it was, or Jonathan Bark and Hate the Nate told me that it's gonna, Skies of Arcadia is gonna be announced. So yeah, there you go. Thank you for the $5. 158 combo breaker, guys. We are driving towards two time platinum, baby. 200 on the combo overclock. Lego. Thank you guys, man. I appreciate that. Let's get it. Devil Survivor overclock would be sick. Ooh, yeah, that'd be nice. We get to see the first real lineup of keycards. We'll get to see if the article claiming keycards cause poor third-party sales is interesting. Yeah, that article's just not true though. We already know that's not true based off the MPD sales. So Street Fighter and other games, other big third-party games like what's it called, Fantasy Life and all that. We know that Split Fiction. We already know that from the eShop sales chart, so that's not true. So yeah, that's not anything. And the article never said that keycards caused poor third party. They never said that actually. That's just people just took that and said this is the reason why for that. But that was a 2-week audit on third party sales, which is insane. Which Matt Piscatella said that's insane. He said that the ratio for third party sales is way higher. It's double than what it was on Switch 1. Yeah, there's obviously more third party games, but it's way better than what Switch 1 was. So yeah, that was a silly article. That was it wasn't a silly article, but it was a clickbait article to begin with, and which I get it, I understand, but nah, not based on my research. I actually made a video counteracting that, not based on my research and some of the third parties that I talked to. So no, because I think the best selling third party game outside of Cyberpunk is on a game keycard. Outside of Cyberpunk and maybe what's that game? Fantasy Life. But like Street Fighter 6, that's a key card, and that's definitely one of the better selling games. Split Fiction isn't even a key card. It's a digital code, or it's just a digital download, and that game sold better than a lot of games that are what's it called? That are even like Guardians of Azuma. I think that game maybe did better than Guardians of Azuma, Split Fiction. So, and Street Fighter 6 definitely is up there, if not more. So yeah. Lexar Micro SD back in stock on Amazon. Yeah, they are back in stock. So if you want one, get one. You think we'll get anything from Persona? Persona 3 Reload Toasted Tacos is a possibility. Yes, I have that in my video. Big love to Huddy. Thank you for Huddy40. Thank you for the $5 dono, man. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. My memory might be foggy, but I think that OJ in 2017 calling anti-Switch trolls Tobies. I could be totally wrong. Yes, I did call anti-Switch trolls Tobies because they acted insane and acted all goofy and stuff. So I called them Tobies. Yeah, back in the day. I don't really call them Tobies anymore. Now I guess it's been replaced with grifters. Grifting Tobies. We just have to like a new like with the clown, like it's a Toby face. It's a Toby outfit with the mask, and slowly like it's like a clown makeup. So like you see half of their face, they're taking off their mask, and half of their face is a clown, and the other half is like the mask covering it. I think I need to commission a new emote with that, where it's like a clown face with just half of it being the Toby mask, half of it being a clown face. So yeah, people just wanted more reason to say game key card is evil. Evil. The funniest thing, you know how you know it was like grifting is like when you had PC gamers complaining about game key cards. That's how you know that it was a grift. Like by some people, not everybody, not actual real physical collectors like Zoo or like Mac Mega that actually care about the games and buy them. Those people, you guys, I agree. I agree with you guys. I'm a collector myself. But like I said, when I see PC gamers complain, grifters, I'm like, what do you care? You don't support Nintendo physical games. You don't support Nintendo. Like, why are you talking? Like, what are you talking for? You told people to pirate everything digitally. You're insane. You think Dark Cloud will make it over this generation? No, that's a Sony first party or published game. Sony owns the rights, so no, I don't think it's going to be on Switch 2. One Xbox game I thought could eventually make it to Switch 2 in the future, Oblivion. It would be interesting to see if how improved it gets on Switch 2. I highly doubt that game would be improved on Switch 2, considering how it is on PS5 and Xbox. Pretty big CPU dependent type of game. I'm not sure that would be an improvement on Switch 2. If anything, it'd probably be maybe one of the worst versions of that game in terms of how it runs. So I doubt it'd be improved. The game's kind of crusty just in general. So. Because it's the game, and then they built the game on top of the game. It's like they built like Unreal Engine 5 like on top of the game, so it's just kind of weird at times. So, I don't know. They did some updates though. It might be fixed by now. Ooh, shoutouts to Battle versus Boss. Yo, let's go. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Do you think they'll announce the next Ride Out Remastered game? No, it's too early. Ride Out Remastered just came out. I don't think they're gonna announce the next game so soon. So I think maybe in a little bit, but not now, you know, not at this point. So yeah. So you're right. Oblivion looks kind of crusty in this. I mean, it's good, but like I said, the way that the game was built was like they built it like on top of the bones of the old game, so it's just kind of weird. It's not a bad game though, but yeah, like the Xbox Series S version definitely is a bit like crusty. Like that, like the PS5 and the Xbox Series X version, those are better. The PC version is better depending on your rig, but like the Series S version is definitely a little crusty. So. You think 2027, the next Monolith Soft game? Yes, it's possible for 2027. I think we could get an announcement in 2020. Actually, it's possible for 2026, actually. I think we could get an announcement for 2026 and release in 2026. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 came out in 2022. So we're the 3-year anniversary, so 4 years. I think that's about good enough time for Monolith Soft for the next game. So I think 2026 is going to be the date for the next Monolith Soft game. But we'll see. It could be 2027. Could be that. 5 years. So... it's a very Bethesda port, yeah. Crusty like all their games, yeah. I stopped playing Bethesda games. I think Starfield was the last straw that I had for Bethesda. It was just I'm encumbered all the time. It's just no city maps. I know that they got city maps now, but no city maps. I'm encumbered all the time. It's just constant menu tracking. I just said I'm out, man. And then like constant going down dialogue menus. I said I'm cashing out, man. I'm done. And ever since then, I said I'm done with Bethesda games. I'm never gonna play them again until there's a very big change in like their core games. So yeah, I'm done with Bethesda. So just say 2027 because 3 took 5 years. 3 was already done, and then they held on to it. So just keep that in mind. Because remember, they changed the release date on like that. We got plot details and all that about 3 leaked in 2021. So the game was finished and complete in 2021. And they held on to it for the release date's sake. So I don't think they worked on that game up until right till it released. I think the game was already been done. But yeah, we'll see. It's like I couldn't deal with the inventory management. It's boring as hell. Yeah, the inventory management, the slow nature of the game, just the constant encumbered. No, like I said, no city map. I don't know. There's all these big old places. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm out, man. I'm out. Like, I'm out. Still not fixed? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So, let's see. I should play Xenoblade and the DLC or just run through the base games, then the DLC. No, you should play it in order. So you play Xenoblade 1, then play the DLC. Play Xenoblade 2, then play the DLC. Play Xenoblade 3, then the DLC. Don't run through the game, then go back and play the DLC. That makes no sense. So play them as they came out. Play them in order. Play them Xenoblade 1, Future Connected. Xenoblade 2, Toward the Golden Country. Xenoblade 3, then Future Redeemed. Don't do it out of order like that, or don't do it weird where you're going back and forth between DLCs and main games and stuff. Yeah, they did add city maps afterwards, but it was already too late for me. I checked out. I'm done. I'm done with Bethesda. Never played the Xenoblade games, but I've heard that the story is so good. Yes, it is really good. Xenoblade games are incredible. Take a little bit of time to get used to the combat and stuff, but they're really good. Alright, I already told you about this, BK. I already told you, bro. I'm gonna put you in a timeout. I'm gonna put you in a timeout for 5 minutes. Let's see here. Okay, you saw them on sale. Good to get them all 3. I thought the DLC was just maybe extra content, didn't connect to the stories. Oh no, absolutely not. The DLC is really connected to the stories. Like, and to be honest, Xenoblade, no spoilers, but Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed DLC is quite possibly the most impactful DLC ever made in a game, bro. That DLC is nuts. Like, you gotta play it. You gotta, like, to truly understand Xenoblade, you gotta play the Future Redeemed DLC. On top of that, it's probably their most polished game ever. Like, out of all the games that they've made. I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles X, never mind. That might be Xenoblade Chronicles X. That's pretty good. But before Xenoblade Chronicles X, like, out of the mainline base games, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed, it's super polished. It's very good. It's very organized. It's got a lot of quality of life features that we have to wait for updates for in previous Xenoblade games. It's very good. But yeah, that story in there is nuts. So, but that's a lot of time, man. Like, I'm just letting you know, like, that's a lot of time. You might want to wait if they do, like, updates. Like, if they announce, like, updates for, like, 60 FPS, you're going to get a goated experience, because that's the only problem. Well, one of the only problems. One of the few problems with Xenoblade is that the frame rate and the resolution is crusty in a lot of the games. Like, they got better and better as they went along, but Xenoblade 2 in particular is very blurry in handheld mode. And it runs not great either. Now, on Switch 2, if you played on Switch 2, it does clean it up a bit. Same thing goes for Xenoblade 3. Like, any of those frame rate drops are pretty much fixed up on Switch 2, but it's still, the resolution portable mode is still not great. It still doesn't look necessarily great. Even docked, like, can look a little crusty. So yeah, like, you might want to wait for the updates. Future Doom is literally the conclusion to this massive saga. You can't not play it. Exactly. Future Redeem connects all of them in a way, yes. And even does other stuff, even outside of Xenoblade. So you gotta play them, man. And you switch to patches editions for those games, I'll cop them all over again. If they did a super collection, and if they charged, they can charge whatever they want for it all on somehow a mega cartridge, I'd be down. I'd buy it and play through it again, or at least I'd buy it and play it a bit, you know. So yeah. A lot of those who complain about game key cards are usually crazy PC dudes for sure. I don't think it's a lot. Most people that are complaining about game key cards are actual Nintendo Switch 1 collectors and fans that like it. The people that are the excess people that are complaining about game key cards outside, like the PC dudes, they're just doing it to get YouTube revenue and views. It was pretty obvious. Avoiding the spoilers 3 years ago. Dude, we haven't spoiled anything on Xenoblade. That's the cool thing about this channel. I don't think I've spoiled anything. And if I have, I say, guys, listen, spoilers. I give a big disclaimer that I'm saying something beforehand. But, like, you know, I don't think I've accidentally spoiled anything in any of my videos or anything like that when it comes to Xenoblade. I don't think I've even spoiled, like, Xenoblade 1. I think I've talked about it, but I've talked about it, like I said, I give a clear and fair disclaimer warning so people who don't want to know, they can get out. And then I say it. So let's see here. Some talk I heard is that the reason Xenoblade 2 and 3 run the way that they do is because Monolith created an engine for a console along the lines of the PS4 before they knew about what the Switch. That's not true. I don't know who the hell told you that. But that is definitely not. That is definitely fan fiction. They did not create anything about PS4. Xenoblade Chronicles runs on a modified engine that they had on the Wii U. It had nothing to do with the PS4. So it was from Xenoblade Chronicles X. They took that engine, they ported it over to the Switch from Wii U to Switch, and then from there they modified that engine from there to play. It had nothing to do with the PS4. But yeah, that is a straight up just lies, or someone's just pulling your leg or just made up something. But yeah, I can tell you right now that never happened. That was never a thing. Yeah, you mentioned it on the Spawncast that you never spoil anything. Reason why I asked here, yeah, I don't spoil anything. So absolutely toasted tacos. Yeah, and you know what? I don't like spoilers myself, so I don't like to spoil games for people. So yeah, does people call Nintendo OJ Nintendo's shell? That's far from the true blood as a monolith shell. Listen, I like what I like. People just call people, and I know you're joking around, but people just call shill when they don't like what you say. That's what I've heard, because it's crazy. You know, you can't even like something, but if you were to call them a shill of whatever they like, they'll sit there and say no. But I don't know. I forget. I don't know what's happening with fandoms these days. We're not allowed to like stuff anymore, you know? We're not allowed to like something. If something's not good, I'll call it out. Like Mario Kart World, I called that out. If something's not good with prices, I'll call that out. You know, if something's not good with Monolith Soft, I'll call that out right now with the frame rate. I call that out. Xenoblade 2, call that out. You know, so yeah, man. Let's see here. And I know you're just messing around, but I'm just saying, people these days, man, they'll call anything that you like something, they'll call you a shill. If they don't like something and you like it, and if you say, hey, no, well, I think this, if you give your opinion, they'll call you a shill. So that's, you know, so I'm not really, that word's become, at this point, it's lost all its meaning. I mean, I got called a shill for simply saying that I don't like a box art. Like, literally, from a big content creator. I got called a shill for simply saying that I don't like, I said that I don't like the box art for Stellar Blade because she's upside down. Or whatever. And I said that the Persona 3 Reload box art was, I said that looked pretty good. But I said, I don't think I like the box art for, like, I don't think I like it that much for Stellar Blade. And I got called a shill just for that. So it's lost all meaning. And I'm like, how am I a shill? He's like, oh, because it's, you know, it's not on a Nintendo system. I'm like, Persona 3 Reload's not on a Nintendo system. Yeah, but that's coming over. I'm like, what? What? Like, what does that have to do with anything? I'm buying Stellar Blade, you idiot. Like, I'm buying the game. What do you mean? Like, I just commented on the box art. So people just People just say all sorts of that, you know, all sorts of stuff. So it's crazy. LJ, you losing weight, bro? A little bit. Yeah, I cut sugar out of my diet. I love the Stellar Blade, but that I think that box does not do it justice, buddy. Skip the game because of the art. Well, I've never skipped a game because of a box art. That's silly. I would never do that. But yeah, it was weird. Not sure if you finished Stellar Blade. The director for Xenoblade has been upfront about being a little too ambitious, which is probably the cause for some of the issues in Xenoblade performance in some areas. Yes and no. People think explaining something is now shilling. Yes. People are stupid. Yes, people are stupid. Once again, this was a big content creator with over 100,000 subscribers. So he got so salty at me because he's actually someone that just like he hates Nintendo. So he was already very wary of anything that I say to him because like he'll say something and I'll correct him. I'll be like, he'll say something and I'll be like, oh well, I'm not. No, this is what happened. Oh well, yeah, no, this, and I'm like, well, dude, relax. I'm just giving you the right information. Chill, you know. Content creators don't like to be corrected by other content creators. They don't like to be corrected at all. They really don't, which is fine. It's no big deal. No big deal at all. But yeah, he got upset at that. He got upset, and we had a talk in the DMs, and it was a very interesting talk. And he was like, "Oh, you want me to delete the tweet?" I was like, "No." I'm like, "That's how you feel. Leave it up. I'm good, man. You're like, you know, I know, you know, you're not someone that I'm gonna trust anymore." So I'm like, "Screw you." So yeah. Let's see here. I remember you going back and forth with somebody on those box arts. Never knew it got that bad. Yeah, it got pretty bad because then I started name calling because he started calling me names. He started saying stuff and started disrespecting me, so I started disrespecting him back. And then all of his fans started attacking me and saying you're wrong. And I'm like, dude, this guy started it. All I did was come out in the box art, you know. So they're like, why are you calling names? I'm like, I said, I think I called him a moron. I said you're a freaking idiot, you know. Because I'm like, yeah, you're an idiot. Like, if you're going to call somebody names like a show and call them that and say that they're acting all wild out for over a box art, that's insane. Like why are you being so weird? You know? So of games that are not even on Nintendo systems. Like, he called me a Nintendo shill for something we're talking about PlayStation. We're talking about PlayStation and he's calling me a Nintendo. Like, I'm like, how does that even relate? It's not even games that are related to Nintendo Switch or the upcoming Switch 2. This was like in 2014. This was before Stellar Blade came out. So this might have been late 2023 or early 2020, or sorry, not 2013, 2023, or I think it was early 2024. So I'm like, dude, it's not even related to the Switch. Like, how is this even a thing? I've got PS5. I play my PS5. I play the games. I hype them up. The games that I'm excited for on PS5, I do hype them up. What the heck? Like, where's all this coming from? I thought we were cool. So yeah. Where creators are working on Daemon X Machina and drawing, and they did the creators look like it took a long time. People forget video games are a work of art. Yeah, it does take a while. Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's what I said on the Spider-Man PS4 with that PNG box art. Yeah, I can understand people not liking that box art, but it's all right. But I see what you're saying for sure with Spider-Man. What's up, Mega Sasori? Welcome. How are you doing today? Now, I hope Stellar Blade comes. Like, you know, at that time, there was no chance of Stellar Blade. Like, nobody thought Stellar Blade would come to Switch 2 because Sony was, you know, took over and they you know, they obviously canceled or got rid of the Xbox version of the game and PC version right there. So there was no chance that anybody was thinking back in 2024 that game was coming to the Switch, at all, or Switch 2. All right, take it easy, Massive Rick, and thanks for coming out to the stream. Calling others a shell and a fanboy only works for commentary grifter content, but not for actually debating. And weren't even some crazy FF fans going after you about FF16? Yeah, they were. I don't think I got called a shill for that though. They were just angry that I said what I said. I mean, Final Fantasy fans, they do not like when I say anything about Final Fantasy. Unless I say something positive, they do not like anything that I say about Final Fantasy. So I released a video, the real reason Final Fantasy VII Rebirth failed. And, you know, that video has a lot of dislikes. That video has almost 100 dislikes so it's at 87.7%. And in that video, I literally just went over all the stuff that not only Square Enix stated, but the stuff that is very obvious, right? It's very obvious of the stuff. And people, a lot of, like, I think it's the same people too. They just come hit the dislike button whenever I talk about Final Fantasy. So yeah. Shout outs to Massive Rico. Thank you for the support tonight, man. I appreciate you. Let's go. Some people just don't like when I talk about it, man. They do not like when I talk about it at all. So it is what it is, you know. It is what it is on that one. Let's see here. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you have not hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button if you have not. Let's go. I'm going to be playing Dear Me, I Was tomorrow while watching the partnership. Does that come out tomorrow? Dear Me, I Was. Thou for a game I shall play, and I shall cry one single tear when I find out, dear me, thou shall find out. That's the type of game that you play like when you're on an emotional journey to reconnect with Earth. To reconnect with your life. Dear me, tomorrow I find out, thou shall go over there. It's an $8 game. It's one of those games that you see at like the Dollar Tree. Like it's like one of those games you see at the Dollar Tree that looks good. It's like, oh wow, look at that. It's like $3.25. Looks like I might be able to use that for something. No, shout outs to Dear Me. I thou for sure tomorrow thyeth come. All right, this is gonna get me copyright claimed. I hope I don't get copyright claimed. Yeah, like I said, I think the video was solid, you know, but people just get salty and upset about things, so, you know, it is what it is. The next thing will be Metroid. Where thou, dear me, let me go play Metroid. I was 16 in 1997. Nice. I am 43 going on 44 in August. I do not like changes to the story in FF7. Oh, I see. I see, Glory. Yeah, absolutely. Old school. Man, I grew up in that time period too. I'm older than you though. I'm a bit older than you, but yeah, I grew up in that time period as well. Next day, let's see here. Funny, they just click dislike and move on. I haven't seen any grifting YouTubers made a dedicated video about you. Usually they go low-hanging fruit, like Harmon Smith guy. I haven't seen any grifting YouTubers make a dedicated video about you. I've seen, like, people have told me like that. I mean, obviously, there's been people for sure, but not many. I mean, here's the thing about it is this. A lot of dudes can't go after me when it comes to the grifters, when it comes to what I say, because what I say is actually backed up by information. They know I'm pretty thorough. And they've also seen me, listen, I've got bodied before, but they've seen me absolutely cook people on this stream. And they've seen me absolutely cook people on Twitter. They know I know what I'm talking about. They know that. And that debate that I did against that that robot grifter, he got absolutely charbroiled, roasted, duck seasoned, blasted, like literally destroyed, because he would say the same things they would say about me. And I went to that debate on Prime's channel and I absolutely roasted him to oblivion. This dude got cooked, burned, roasted 100 degrees. He got obliterated so bad to the point where his own audience was saying, you got cooked. And he got so salty that he was going in his comment stream, going in there and saying, no, I did it, no, I didn't, and getting so mad and talk about how I needed help and all this. He got so salty that he got roasted. So that's the reason why they don't say nothing, because they're gonna get cooked.
I have completed my transformation into a new being.
Yes, sir.
Dragon Kong. For I have finished DK Bonanza. Over 600 plus banana gems. Last boss was a surprise.
Okay.
Great game. 10 out of 10. Play any DK music from Smash Ultimate.
Okay. Shout outs to Shinru. 600 banana gems. I am halfway there. I'm at 350 something. So, but I'm only in like the world, like the lava world place. So I'm not super far. I'm not like all the way through with the game. So So yeah, shout out to my man Shinru. Thank you for the JoJo extending the streak. 168. We are getting close. 32 combos away. If we get a big 32 combo plus, we can get that 2 times platinum tonight. Yo, we out here. We already got a 2-time streak, so I appreciate that, guys. Let's go. 4 JoJo's on the board as well. I appreciate you guys, man. Seriously, let's go. Combo breaks. Let me play some Donkey Kong music as well. Donkey Kong music theme. All right. Big love to my man Shinru. Thank you for the $10. Shinru Banana. Shinru Bonanza. Shinru Bonanza. Donkey Kong. Let's go. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. 100% of Donkey Kong today. Oh my god. I wish I had the time to play as much so I can 100% it already. I have not had the time. And I cannot play it tonight either because I've got to take care of my boy and then I got to go to sleep early so I can wake up tomorrow morning. I'll probably have time to play it this weekend, though. I'll probably have more time to play it this weekend, so. I was really hoping for actual good debate with Switch 2 when both sides have good arguments, but it turns out the guy just keeps forgetting things. It's embarrassing, yeah. So yeah. Like, that's the reason why they're not going to go after me, Twitch, because what I'm saying is actually correct, you know? I always bring facts to the table, you know? So there's nothing to go after. But, I mean, people have made vids, but that's fine. I don't really care. People can make vids. People can say whatever they want. I don't really care about that, but just don't lie. You know what I'm saying? So the one reason why I decided to do that debate was because we got a liar on our hands. Like, you can talk about me all you want to, but don't lie. Don't take my clips. Don't take them out of order, and don't lie. Just don't lie. That's all I ask, is don't be a liar. And he said a lot of things that were just straight up lying to try to grift off my name. So we had to put him in his place. So that's what we did. There ain't no need to go back because we found out he's a joke at this point. He's just grifting to try to get YouTube subs and revenue. So there's no point in going back to it. We already exposed it. Let's see here. Don't worry, I 100% for you. No, I got 100% it myself. I got to do it myself. I had to oppose. I had the opposite problem with FF7 story. It didn't change enough. Basically, the same things happened. The characters end up in the same place as the OG. Not exactly. Nah. Nah, not really. It does and it doesn't. Nah. And I think the biggest problem, though, Big Tank Boy, it's not that they stretch out the story for multiple games. Nobody asked for this. I can tell you that right now. Nobody said, hey guys, you want Final Fantasy VII story stretched out and padded over 3 separate games over multiple generations for $200 plus? Nobody said that. I don't think anybody would have said, like, beforehand. If you were looking at what people were saying, like, when we saw that technical test for the PS5 and they redid like the first opening part of Final Fantasy VII, everyone said, oh, just give us Final Fantasy VII with those graphics, right? That's what everyone wanted. I don't think anybody said, let's get Final Fantasy VII stretched out over 3 games, over multiple generations, over the course of a 10-year period. Like, nobody said that. That's not what anybody said. So I think that with the story, that's a problem. That's a problem. Stretching it out and that is a big problem, you know? Well, the new games, it's actually more than 180 because the games are now in 70. So it's going to be a bit above that. And the next one's going to be 70. If you buy it day one, obviously. But if you wait, you can get a discount. You can get it on sale, obviously. It's cheaper. But yeah, it's going to be, ultimately, it's going to end up being, you know, yeah, about 200 for the whole thing. But it's not that it's not worth it. It's worth it. You know, like if you play the games and if you 100% them or if you do all the content, the games are worth the price. But it's just not something that people want. I don't think the Final Fantasy VII fans wanted a game stretched out like this. Like, they're treating Final Fantasy VII as if it's like the greatest thing man has ever created, you know? And I think that they overshot like how many people actually care about Final Fantasy VII. They overshot it. They made it seem as if it was this game that sold 10 million copies day one and sold over the course of its life has sold, you know, 70 million copies. Like, this is monumental, groundbreaking game. It is monumental and it is groundbreaking, but it's not to the point to where that you need to take the game and stretch it out over multiple generations and multiple systems and multiple, like, you know, it's just not, it's not that good, you know, to do that for the game. So I think they went way too crazy with it, you know, they went way too crazy. I've been okay with FF7 HD 2D. Well, it's not a pixel-based game, so you can't. It's not. How can you do HD 2D? So they'd have to do it. It'd have to be like because it's not a polygonal game. So what they'd have to do, Cyber Taurus, is that you're on the right track though. So what they'd have to do is that they'd have to make it like Final Fantasy VIII. Is that what you're looking for? Where like Final Fantasy VIII, they cleaned up the whole like the images of the characters and like the faces and all that, which they kind of already did that on Final Fantasy VII. They did that once, like where they kind of like a light remaster of the game on PC and all that. So like the game that you play right now is not the original PS1 game. Like if you play FF7 on your Switch 1, it's not that original PS1 game. It's that original game, but it's like cleaned up a bit more, the graphics. So they'd have to probably take that one and then clean that one up a bit more. Is that what you're saying? You're doing something like that? Because the game is already polygonal. It's already 3D. It's a 3D game. It's just a very rudimentary looking 3D game. But it's 3D with pre-rendered backgrounds. So there's some pre-rendered backgrounds. There's some 3D elements. It's kind of like a mix, right? And then there's like, is it pre-rendered backgrounds? No, it's like, I don't know if it's sorry, FMV videos. I don't know if it's like full motion videos. I don't know if it's pre-rendered backgrounds. I think it's actually rendered out in 3D, the environments. I think it is. But anyway, so yeah, they'd have to actually take that game and they'd have to actually like remaster it like FF8. I think that's what you're saying, right? I got my hands that backwards. Let's see here. You got my just okay. Yeah. I got your gist. I see what you're saying though. Take the game and clean it up a lot more, right? So just clean it up, make it nicer. I mean, they could. I mean, me personally, I would have just liked to see them take the game and make it like if you're gonna do the game on PS4, just take the game, make it around a little bit, you know, a little bit less than PS4 level, you know, graphics somewhere in between the PS3 and the PS4, and put out the full game on the PS4. And I think that would have been just fine. You know, I think that would have been great. They could have included the whole game, you know, but they went super big, and I think it backfired a little bit. Rebirth is a great game, Nick 93. It is a fantastic game, but I think that they're stretching themselves a little bit with this one, which I think if they could go back and redo it, they would redo it. They'd say, you know what, let's just take 7 or 8 years to make the full game, and just let's not do all this other stuff. Let's just make Final Fantasy VII Remake. Let's make it for real. Like let's actually make FF7 Remake. You know, because I do think that they're, like I said, I can't prove it, and this is just speculation, but I do think that people bought FF7 Remake thinking that it was actually a remake of all of FF7, and were very disappointed when it was not. I think there were people that actually thought that that's what it was. You know, that's what I think, you know, because it sounds that way, that some people bought the game thinking that it was a full remake of the original game with those graphics and everything. And it was not, you know? It's a part of the game. And then they're going to do more. And they stretched it out, and I think people said, I think they checked out after the first game. But, like I said, that's just speculation on my end. But we have not gotten the sales numbers yet, so we'll have to wait and see. Chadley was annoying. Yes, Chadley was annoying. Chadley was annoying. I don't blame those people. It's called FF7 Remake. Should have been called something else. Yeah, I mean, they could have called it like FF7 like Rejuvenation or something like that, or FF7, you know, Retold, or FF7 something. But I do think that there were people that were generally confused that the game was called FF7 Remake, and it wasn't necessarily like a remake of the full game. And it changed up so much to the game, you know, that it wasn't the turn-based and stuff like that. So yeah. Screw Chadley. Oh my gosh, no pass. Yeah, I don't like Chadley. I think Chadley's one of the reasons why I just stopped playing. Was Chadley, man. So yeah. Chadley was definitely one of the reasons why I stopped playing. Yo, shoutouts to J2 Blue with the $5 dono. Appreciate that, man. Yo, let's go. Thank you for the big $5 dono. Appreciate that. Let's go. No message, though. Just the $5. Yo, we're getting close, though. I think he's trying to get us close to that 2 times double platinum on the board. Let's go. 173. We are under 30 combos away. Let's go. 27 combos away from that. We do have, I think we're, the stream might be ending, though. I think we're close to the stream ending, though. I think we're already, we've hit our limit. I think we might have hit our limit. We might have hit our limit break with the stream. Yeah, we're actually over on time. I don't know. I'll go over a little bit. We'll go over a little bit since we're already over. I think we can round it out like at 3:15. So I'll answer some more questions. If you guys have comments, questions, all that good stuff, let me know in the chat. We'll answer. We'll finish it out with that. No shade to Maximilian, but they obviously making FF7 Remake trilogy the way it is for people like him. Is it? I mean, I know he likes the FF7 Remake trilogy, right? Like, but what do you mean by that? You know? True, it should have been 2 games. I think 2 games would have been, yeah, Nick. Okay. I think people would have felt a lot better if it was 2 games. We knew that it was 2 games and 2 games only. And they said, hey guys, this game has this much and this is what it's going to be. And this game has this much and this is what it's going to be. But even then, that makes it a little bit hard. But if you just say Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1, and say Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, that's all you got to do, right? Just Final Fantasy VII Remake Chapter 1, Final Fantasy VII Remake Chapter 2. If they did that, where they just titled it Chapter 1, I think obviously it would have been different. People would have thought about it differently. And then say, hey, look, 2, they're both going to be on PS4. PS4 and PS5. That's it. You know, and obviously if you're going to port it to other systems, port it to others. But no, only on PS4. Now the game's on, the sequel's on PS5. The people that played the game on PS4 don't have a PS5, or if they're not getting a PS5 right away, they can't play that game. Like, that right there to me was a big problem. And yes, I know Sony gave them plenty of time to get a PS5. Like, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth came out in 2024, so that's 4 years after the PS5 launch. Well, actually about 3 years, because the PS5 came out late 2020 and there was a chip shortage for forever. But I'm almost positive there were a number of people that probably didn't have a chance to get a PS5, or simply just didn't have a PS5, that bought the game on PS4. And maybe they don't have a PC, they don't have it, and so they just didn't play it. You know, but if they would have said, guys, this game is PS4 and PS5. It's going to be PS4 and PS5 for both chapters. PS4 and PS5, this is the game. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and that's that. If they did that, then I think it would have done way better. Because people know. But now you're sitting here, you're talking about, oh, it's Final Fantasy FF7 Remake. It's only partial of the game. Now the next game's coming out, and then like we don't know when the next game, but it's coming out, what, 4 years later? 4 years later, and then the next game's coming out after that. Oh, it's going to be part 3. That's going to come out in 4 years, 5 years. It's like, oh Lord, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on here? You know, like people don't want to deal with all that. That's like stressful. You know, that's like stressful, man. You know, it's crazy how much better Final Fantasy game Clair Obscur is than any recent game in the series. Clair Obscur is really good. Clair Obscur is a really good game. It really is. Yeah, it's a good game. You watch some of the story breakdown of FF7 Remake Trilogy, you would think the story is some of the most groundbreaking story ever. He really into the multiverse of FF7 stuff. Yeah. He likes it a lot, which is fine. What up, OJ? Late to the stream, but he made it. Yeah, you're really late, David. We're about to wrap up here, but it's all good, bro. My kids will be on high school, and FF7 Remake Trilogy is... Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, I remember... Well... Yeah, by the time that it's finished, my daughter, she went from being 2020, so she was only 8. So she went from being 8 years old. What are you in? You're in, what, 2nd grade or 3rd grade? Yeah, she's going to go from 2nd grade or 3rd grade, right? 2nd grade to 3rd grade to high school by the time that it's done, you know? So it's a long period of time. Yo, what's up, Eric? Welcome to the stream, man. Big love. Take it easy, chat. Thanks for coming out to the stream, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming out. Imagine we get a PS5 game. Nintendo Direct ponies will cry. There's been a lot of discussion about what games. I don't think there's going to be anything crazy, though, so don't expect it. You know. Don't expect it. Do not expect it at all. So yeah. Imagine Part 3 is a PS6 exclusive. That is not going to happen. Developers are not going to be making PS6 exclusives around the time that it comes out. I don't see them doing that a lot, because the problem is that the adoption rate for the PS5 is not fast enough that I think that will give them confidence and momentum to say that, hey, look, we're going to make games PS6 you know, only. Now, there'll be some deals that Sony works out. Yes, there'll be some of that. But, I mean, I don't see a lot of developers doing that because the adoption rate just isn't high enough. And the problem is that the adoption rate is not high enough compared to the rate of how much it costs to make games. Now, if how much it costs to make games was staying the same or lower, then you can do that. Then you can have, oh, let's do it exclusive. People will buy it on there. But the problem is that the adoption rate and the game dev cost is, one of them's going higher and this one is not going as high. Now, once again, if the adoption rate went up with the development rate in terms of cost, then yeah, you could see that, but that's just not happening. So what I mean is that, like, if the PS5 and the Xbox Series were doing as well as let's just say the adoption rate of like the Switch 1 or even the PS2 or even above that, then yeah. But it's not there. I mean, you can combine the right now at this point, we're what, 5 years into the generation, you can combine the Xbox Series and the PlayStation 5, and the adoption rate is still not higher than, like, let's say, just say Switch 1 with 2 systems combined, right? So that's not good. Now, if the adoption rate was 200 million at this point, where we got 100 million from Sony, or we got like 90 million from Sony, and we got another, 60, 70 million from Xbox, then things kind of change up a little bit. But the problem is that adoption rate just isn't there. Like, Celia said this on the Spawncast. She said that user acquisition is very hard to get, So I see developers supporting the PS5, especially with the PS5 Pro. I see them supporting that for a long time, man. I see it's going to be a while. All right, take it easy, Gloria. Thanks for coming out to the stream. I think we're gonna wrap it up here too. We're already going over on time. My boy's already making a bunch of noise. So yeah. So we're gonna do that. Let's see here. We're gonna do that. So thank you guys so much for coming out to tonight's stream. We did great. We went further than beyond. We hit the combo breaks. I appreciate you guys coming out to tonight's stream. Check out my predictions video, because the views will go dead after tomorrow and all these predictions are wrong. So please check out my predictions video that I did already. I'd appreciate it if you guys did, all right? I'd appreciate that. So check out the vid. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. Thank you guys for being awesome. Thank you guys for the donos tonight, man. 173 on the combo board. That is insane for a random Wednesday. So thank you guys so much. We'll be back tomorrow with the Nintendo Direct, where I'll be streaming it bright and early. In the morning, I'll be up by 4 a.m. to get ready for the stream, by 4:30. So I'll be up early. Ready to go. So thank you guys so much for coming out to tonight's stream. Appreciate it. Thank you, J2 Blue, Shinru, Huddy, Massive Rican, Mac Mega, Cyber Taurus, Crispy Tofu, Justin, Jono, all the Elite Ninja, Rena, everybody that came through support with the Elite Ninjas. Appreciate that. All the Elite Ninjas that are here, all the regular ninjas that are here. Thank you guys so much. Mr. Zoo, Justin, big love, guys. Thank you guys so much for your support tonight, all right? Seriously. Chrono Rig, thank you so much as well, man. You guys are awesome. You guys always come through. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that, and we'll see you for the next one. All right, guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.